gonna nude.
He's gonna nudes.
I'm gonna complete.
What?
I'm gonna complete. I said.
Complete.
That's when you're done.
Baby, we're gonna
When
procreate.
we make whoever.
I'm gonna finale.
I'm gonna finale. Yeah. Final.
Oh, girl, I'm
part.
penultimate.
It's like, oh my god, I'm penultimate.
I'm
It's the
penultimate.
pre-com. That's pre. Oh, that's one of my favorite Game Grumps. Shout outs to Game Grumps. One of my favorite running jokes is them just going, oh, I'm gonna pre. I don't know. It's funny.
Is it funnier or not funnier than the Derek Acosta joke from Mega 64?
Can I come? That one.
I
remember that.
Welcome to the Blues Podcast, episode number 130.
I remember that. From Mega 64, they were talking about Mario Kart 8, I think, and they were just like, all right. No. They were talking about, They were talking about if you can, like, hey, if you want to know if you can come to our convention, and you're asking yourself, can I come? Yes, you can.
Yes, you can.
And he said that in the middle
The way
of like,
he said it. It's Sonic.
He said that in the middle of like, Sonic. It's a fast food restaurant, and like he sees people in the background.
The way he said that.
Can I come?
You know he's seen out a video once. That's what he fucking just ripped off of.
Probably.
Hey man, watch that video.
Can I come?
This is not a weird and appropriate podcast like that.
No.
We talk video games, which can be.
We talk about
appropriate.
ruples or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, rupees. We will talk
What's
financials.
Ruples? Is that Russian?
We should actually like look up the financials of like the rupee and see what like the
Like a
inflation
segment of
over
going through the
time.
stocks of it.
Yeah, inflation over time for the rupees at the end of the podcast every episode.
What's that? What's is ruples
Let's
is
see.
that
What is the
Russian? That's what I thought. All right.
rupee?
It's only it's 0.014 United States dollars right now. That's what one ruple is. A rupee is. Sorry, not ruple. That's the Russian.
And
One.
peso is both for Mexico and the Philippines.
Okay. Well, we have an Indian audience. I don't know.
It's true, and that is rupee.
So let's
Rupee.
do our weekly.
Weekly.
Let Adrian talk for about 3 minutes about fucking click links and stupid ass audio podcasts.
We have no.
And then
right now.
rupee update.
No, right now we're doing the
Rupee
rupee update. You know.
Rupee
There you go.
update.
So it looks like the inflation.
Zelda. Whenever you collect a rupee in Zelda, put the sound effect right here.
The inflation rate in India between 1958 and 2021 was 8,316%,
Whoa.
which translates to $100 in rupees in 1958. It's $8,416. Obviously, it's
Wow,
it's
is
fucking
that in
$100.
America?
It's same thing, same percent. So that's
In America money?
with the inflation price of a rupee to a dollar. Let's see.
Damn, Link is rich.
Did the
Find that
what
shit
is
in the grass too? It's fucking crazy.
I wish I could cut the grass and just find money.
I
right?
wish you could cut the grass. It's too high.
It's
Come on,
too
I don't have
high.
grass. I have a tree.
Yeah. Wait, you don't have a lawn, but you have a tree? How does that make sense?
Adrian's been to my house. He knows. I literally like a square box in front of my house that a tree has grown out of. I own no actual land.
How did you like? Was it an accident that grew out? You made it sound like I don't know. A tree just fucking appeared.
Yeah, it wasn't there before. Then one year, just like a tree started growing.
Yeah, you made a wish, and then a fucking tree came out, and then
It's an invasive tree.
yeah, it was like James and the Giant Peach, except a tree. So nothing like it at all.
I mean, if
So-
I open that window right now, we could see the tree.
No,
it's probably
dark
nighttime,
out
yeah.
here. Yeah, you wouldn't be able to see the tree, dumbass.
I could put a light on it.
Well, on the tree?
Now you put a
Yeah.
cap on it while we talk about this fucking rupee.
Yeah.
So the rupee conversion rate currently is very, very low compared to the U.S. dollar.
Yeah, 0.014. I just saw.
Yeah, so
Unless it went down since I said that. It might have.
let's refresh.
I'm not looking at the thing.
Yeah, I
No,
refreshed.
that's same. Yeah, it's same. So that's not even a cent. Well, it's
It's going up.
little
It's
over
going
a
up.
cent.
Look at that. It was
Yeah, it was
0.113
13.
in
There you go.
August, and it popped back
So,
up. It's going
in a
down
few
again.
days, it'll probably be 2 cents in a few days. Let's say.
Over
You know,
5
shout out
years.
to our Indian audience. We always want to hear your feedback. Why do you stick with us? You know, is it just you get suckered in by the name and you stayed
Yeah.
with us anyways? Send
I
us
know
an
it's not
email
because
at
of fucking David.
bluerupees.com.
It's not because of
We wanna
fucking
know.
David.
It's definitely not because of fucking David. God damn, he looks like a I don't even want to say.
Anyway, this is our video game podcast. We talk video games. We talk about news. Talk about some trivia. Do all that stuff. Talk about what we played. On top of that, we also have another show we do inside this show every once in a while called Games Gone By,
Oh, yeah.
which is our video game book club of sorts. Where we play through a game. We all talk about it. This month's episode is going to be on September 30th, Bloodstained Ritual of the Night. The other episodes are going to be October 14th, Night Trap. October 28th is Bioshock, and then the following week, November 4th, will be our Season 2 retrospective before we start Season 3 over. Well, not over, but started. We have the audio podcast up. Hey, my bad on that. I posted the links, and everything was unlisted, so you could have watched it if you looked at my Twitter. And the audio podcast has been going up on time, but everything was unlisted, so that was my bad. I was really, really, really busy this last week, so I scheduled everything. I thought I did at least, and I did everything that I was supposed to aside from scheduling the actual episode. So it was unlisted, but now it's up. And if there's ever a time where you missed a podcast or something, you can find the Twitch VOD for sure. Twitch VODs just stay up. So go check those out if you're looking for it. Otherwise, if you don't see it up by like latest Tuesday, spam me messages because something went wrong and I probably didn't notice. Otherwise, I feel as of this week finally that they'll go back to not Friday posting, but Saturday posting will be looking like the thing lately. Because Friday is just too hard. I gotta get to work I gotta be working at like 6, and after the podcast we're done, like it's like midnight. I'm like, I'm not gonna edit this and do that all. This episode should go up tomorrow though, since I have school tomorrow morning, but it's fine. Anyway, audio podcasts are up on Spotify, Apple Music, all that stuff. We have that shirt up, teespring.com/store/blue-rupees. That shirt's still up there. Streams, still not quite. Definitely not going to do one this week. I'm just a little busy this weekend. We'll get to it. I know we're going to kind of cap off with the plan that Dave and I had the last Halo stream was we're going to finish Halo Wars 2 when we can, like right now. Just knock it out. I think we're like at 3 missions at the end. So like one good stream, we could finish it off. After that, David's going to step back for a little bit on the Sunday streams. We will pick back up on the DLC potentially, like probably maybe during Extra Life.
Maybe during Extra Life, yeah.
If we do play it, it'll be during Extra Life. I'll play it if not at that point. If we don't get through Extra Life, I'll play it on my own stream because I already bought the DLC. But that's kind of the plan that we're aiming for. And Sunday streams, if they do happen, they'll probably just be more like a whatever I want to stream kind of day. So.
Yeah, and I'll be able to like pop in periodically, but just with a lot of the house renovation I'm working on, I don't have a lot of extra free time.
Yeah, and that's where I've mostly been at, but like I think as of this week I'm finally caught up on my shit, so we'll see how that goes. Other than that, I'm trying to think of other things I need to talk about. Not another movie podcast. That's still popping up. Yep. We talked about Shang-Chi and
Candyman.
And the 7 out of 10.
Yeah. I need to watch a lot. Was Malignant a streaming movie?
Yeah, it's on HBO Max.
HBO Max.
Oh, is it?
And
I need to watch that. Listening to your
watch it.
I'm
That's
fucking
so
excited for that.
It's so fucking... Well, watch it.
Night House is on...
Yeah, I want to see the Night House.
Is that on streaming
I think that's true. I think it might be now, because a lot of movies are going straight to streaming after like a couple weeks. I know like Snake Eyes went to streaming like 2 weeks after.
I still need to see Candyman, and then what came out this week?
I think Candyman's streaming also.
Yeah, I think it is.
I think it is. I'm pretty sure.
I would love to go see it in theater, but I just have not had time after work. And
real quick, I'm kind of done with the theater experience. Aside from like a few key movies, I'm really not interested in going back to the theaters. Like I've actually really enjoyed just being able to just pause, pee when I need to, get a good fucking snack ready to go as I'm eating thing and watching everything. I don't really miss the theater experience much.
I don't know. I think
like a couple move. Oh, go ahead.
No, I'd say you aside from like the big like IMAX picture, I can see I can see what you're trying to say.
Yeah, like the only thing from this year so far that I'm like, I really wish I saw that in a theater has been Godzilla versus Kong, because fucking hearing the roars and the fucking atomic breath, especially in fucking theaters, whole different experience than listening to it on a home sound system. But other than that, there hasn't been a whole lot where I'm like, I needed to be in a theater for that.
I'm gonna be on Gore's side. I think there's just like kind of no replicating a theater. You can kind of get close. You'll have a cool surround. I think they're two different experiences. You can kind of have a chilled experience watching it in like a really nice screen with whatever you want to eat. But I think it's like almost like spinning a vinyl, whereas like the active experience of going to a movie, being in that giant room, and I mean, granted, sometimes it depends on the crowds, but
Yeah,
generally,
that's what I was
like
gonna say.
generally for the most
I
part.
want to see Malignant in the theater. I would love to see people fucking.
They're standing right there.
Yeah.
No, I really wanted to. I planned it all out, but this week has been killer, and it sucks because like I'm like so close to my theater now after work, but once I got out of work and it's been like a 10-hour day, I'm like, nope, like I'm going home. But I know I'll catch up streaming if I can. And then what came out this week? It was the Clint Eastwood.
Yeah, Cry Macho. Oh, Cop Shop came out.
How was that?
I'm seeing that tomorrow. That's the one with Gerard Butler. Gerard Butler, Frank Grillo. Frank Grillo's in a. You don't even know who he is.
No.
Crossbones. Crossbones is in a. Okay. Well, it's sad that that's the only thing people know him from. But Crossbones is in a jail. Gerard Butler has to get him and kill him. It looks really good. So I'm seeing it tomorrow. Watch
that. The one I'm actually most excited to see in theaters still is Dune. Like I think that's gonna be the theater experience right now.
Venom. You get to see that two weeks early.
I'm not gonna tell you. There was there.
PG-13.
I know. They had a special thing, and people are spoiling stuff about it. If that's what you're gonna say.
No.
No. What are you talking about then?
Something concerning that, which might be something hinting at. I'll leave it out because I think you might not know.
So. It's racist.
Yeah, Venom gets racist.
You know what?
He doesn't know any better.
You know what? If that happened in the movie, I couldn't even be mad. I'll be like, this shit is fucking
this is peak
stupid.
cinema.
You know what? Yeah. Hey, he just drops the hardest N-bomb you've ever heard.
And then
that is why it's pushing the
what the fuck?
PG-13. It's not violence. It's just the casual racism.
And then it becomes like a movie about Eddie Brock and Venom
racist?
having to talk about racism.
Oh, it's like American History X.
Yeah, exactly. It's what it turned.
That sounds dope.
Oh, hey, take that idea from us. I'm never.
Its big ass teeth on the fucking curb too. That would be horrible. They'd have to make a rated R.
Yeah. I mean the standard ones, but I would have loved to see a lot of these movies. I might still actually. I might look at that while we have it down in a moment. But yeah, I want, especially the horror movies. They feel like horror movies. If you have a good crowd, the crowd can kill it. But like with the good crowd, they can like elevate a horror movie like immensely. I think too.
See, I hate watching horror movies in a crowd. Absolutely.
Yeah, I'd say there's times where it would. Like sometimes there would be like a good crowd, but most of the time. Yeah, especially when it's a shitty horror movie, it's just like everybody is like fucking jumping at every single thing, screaming. I'm like,
yeah,
okay.
I mean, I'll give it this: it makes a memorable experience, but not in a good way. You know,
so,
it's like memorable. It's like memorable in like a, in a Venom saying racist shit way, I guess. Venom.
Looks like Night House is not at my theater anymore, but Malignant is. So maybe I'll just go see Malignant there, and Night House I'll just stream.
Okay. I think Night House is streaming, so or you can just stream both of them. If you want.
My theater's pretty.
Malignant didn't do so well, so there might not be anybody in your theater. So
there's already very little people in my theater in general. Like
my theater actually is doing pretty well.
And in general, it's always been like that. It's always been pretty empty. Like there was maybe 2 people in there for like Stillwater.
Right. Yeah. Well, Stillwater bombed. So.
And then like during Shang-Chi for an IMAX showing, I think Friday. There was like maybe 15 people in there. So it's a pretty.
When I saw it the second time, there's maybe around the same. I didn't see an IMAX, but
right
around 15.
On that note, just super quick because we don't really talk about it on the movie podcast. What If's still pretty fun. I'm enjoying it. The last episode was all right. Didn't really catch me like the last couple have been, but. Still good.
They sure do like killing Iron Man.
Iron Man and Vision.
Well, Vision. At least he didn't die that many times in the one series. Yeah, in this one series, Where Iron Man, he died 3 times in this one series so far.
Hey,
In
the
What
voice
If?
actor sounds a lot like him though.
Yeah. I mean, you can tell it's not him. But to be fair, a lot of the actors have been sounding weird to me. Like fucking, so I don't know
Yeah,
I don't know what's with Sebastian Stan, but he's just he doesn't sound like himself.
which is
Like, he
it's
sounds so
so
weird to me.
it's so weird. Like I know
Some of them do really well. Like Benicio del Toro, I couldn't tell that was him in a good way. I was like, I've never heard Benicio del Toro act like this in a movie.
I
So,
it's weird
even
because
as
like
that character.
you would imagine. I know there's two separate things. And I know anyone that actually does a lot of this can like actually just educate me, but it just feels like I feel like a really prominent actor should be able to translate into a voice actor of a character they played multiple times before pretty okay.
Yeah.
Or at least the voice directors would be able to be like, hey, this is how your character sounds. It sound like this, but it's like a lot of them just sound kind of off.
Yeah, I don't know, I can't remember the actress's name. The Lost girl that plays Ant Girl or the fuck her name is. No, Wasp Girl.
Oh,
Whatever. I know she's in Lost,
oh,
but
fuck.
like she wasn't really working like in the zombies episode and like
Yeah,
even just
I got her name.
little performances. Like I don't know, it's just weird. You can tell who's the professional voice actor and who isn't. Like the guy that plays Tony Stark, I'm assuming is a professional voice actor. The guy that plays Steve Rogers in the first episode is a professional voice actor. You can tell. Not that all these people are bad. I thought Benicio del Toro was really good. I thought Chadwick Boseman was really
Chadwick
good.
Boseman is good. I think
But,
Paul Bettany, obviously.
well, Paul Bettany, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he does. I mean, obviously, he's only done voice acting for the MCU until fucking Age of Ultron.
Right.
He was only a voice, so he must be good.
I feel like, ooh, there was someone else I thought was pretty good in it.
I thought the whoever voiced Black Widow, I thought she was good. It wasn't Scarlett Johansson, but I thought she did a
yeah,
good job.
she did pretty good. Obviously,
And
you
the,
don't
mystery.
Paul Rudd just sounds like Paul
Oh
Rudd.
yeah, Paul Rudd's good. Yeah, Paul Rudd's just he does voice acting too, so
Right.
here and there.
And I'm sure there's one more that I was thinking of, like off the top of my head, but can't
It's just
think
like the
of
people you can tell don't do voice acting, like Sebastian Stan, like they're
Right.
just not. Even Haley Atwell she was alright, but
it. Anyway, just want to touch on that really quick. I'm still enjoying it. It's still pretty
Haley
fun.
Atwell, by the way, is voicing Lara Croft, which is a little weird, considering
Oh yeah, I
in the
remember
anime.
that.
In the
Yeah,
anime made by the guys that did Castlevania. Though one thing I was weirded out about when I heard about that, because I didn't know this ahead of time, that it's a sequel to the video games that came out. And
The
I'm like, why
trilogy?
didn't you just get the trilogy? It's a sequel to that. And I'm like, why didn't you just get the same fucking actress? I don't understand. She loved playing that character, and she's a pretty big actress on her own. So I
That's
don't know.
interesting. Maybe she wanted too much money.
Now, and a Haley Atwell doesn't. Like MCU, I don't know. A little weird. But I don't know.
Anyway,
Anywho,
David,
Yo,
what'd you play?
what's up?
hell
Mitch?
yeah.
What you play?
So we're going back to formula then. So I got the platinum in Bloodstained Ritual tonight.
Oh, waste of time.
You know, it only took me like an extra 5 hours of grinding for everything.
That's all I'm doing right now is grinding in the fucking game.
Really?
Well, yeah, I'm pretty far in it right now, but like, there's certain areas that I'm like, Jesus Christ, I have to like.
Where I never felt like I had it to.
You just said the last couple weeks you've been grinding.
No, I grinded for runes, but I never felt like I had to grind.
Runes?
All right, Jig Grind Radio. What else?
Anyways,
You
I'm
mean
not
shards?
fucking done here.
No, talk about the
Anyways.
game.
You
else
talking about
is-
shards? What the fuck are runes?
Yeah, the
Well,
shards.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm playing this game like 8 hours in. I'm like, where the fuck are the runes? I'm one.
I'm hungry now. I'm gonna
Yeah, no,
interrupt
the
David.
shards. I felt like I wanted to grind for certain shards, but I never felt like
Right.
I couldn't progress without grinding in the game per se.
Right.
But no, man,
Thanks,
that was easy platinum. Honestly, there are other games that I spent more effort on. It only so from beginning to end and getting the platinum, 40 hours for me. Honestly, not a bad turnaround for a platinum.
Oh, I'm only 8 hours in, so.
Gotcha.
I already completed it.
I'm gonna start that
Platinum.
Friday night actually.
Yeah, honestly, I probably could have completed the game by like the 15-hour mark, and I just
No, I'm just kidding. I
like
didn't
doing a
complete
lot
it
of
yet.
other shit.
I'm being a dick. I didn't complete it. I literally just said before that I'm not done with it yet.
Fair enough. Anyways, yeah. Anyways, but no. So I did that. I went ahead and I got the intermission DLC for Final Fantasy VII remake. I finally got into upgrading it to the PS5 version. And I will say, playing it on PS5 with the PS5 specific version, the load times are so much better. The frame rate is fantastic. It looks even better than it did
How's that
on
one shit
fucking.
level look?
I popped into it for a quick second, and for the little bit I looked around, none of that weird, bizarre, shitty pictures
Okay, good.
that we had at the
Yeah,
original release of the
they
game.
showed it in the trailer when they announced it.
Yeah, I
They
remember
showed
that, but I
that,
already
and
forgot.
there was one door that people had a fucking hard on for. Like
Yeah,
yeah, it looked horrible or something. I don't think I ever saw it
I
or gave
didn't
a shit.
care. It was
Yeah,
the door to
but they
Cloud
showed it in
Blue.
the new graphics. It was like, here's the door. I'm like, oh, it looks like a
Looks
door.
like a
Good
door.
job. Fuck. Games have been nailing this for the last 20 years.
Oh,
I'm glad it took you this long.
Yeah, that was far from subtle. Anyway.
But yeah, so speaking
yeah,
as
yeah.
Final Fantasy VII remake on PS5 itself, fantastic. I still am contemplating going for the platinum on it. But that's gonna be something that maybe I save for like extra life of doing some work towards that on.
Yeah, weren't you really
Um,
shitty at the fucking minigame?
The squatting minigame, yeah. I sucked it up on that.
I nailed it like the second time I did it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
real
Anyways.
gamers.
Anyways.
I'm really good at the fucking rhythm kind of games.
Oh.
See, I'm good at rhythm games, but the second they get
All of
me
them are
into
rhythm
the habit
games.
of a pattern, and then switch up the pattern on me, my muscle memory is used to the pattern, so that's
Right.
what fucks me up on it.
Yeah.
But anyways, so intermission itself, they basically did everything that intermission has to offer aside from doing the secret boss that's introduced in it, and aside from doing one of the box destroying mini games, and going through the regular mode, going through it through hard mode, and doing one of the mini games, the Fort Condor mini game, 100%. Took me about 8 hours for $20. It's a fucking steep price for me, just because I had to do so much extra to even get that amount. I went through the regular mode run through in about 3 hours, and hard mode took a little bit longer just because you don't get access to items in hard mode, so a little bit more turtling involved. All in all, I would not recommend it. Like if you were just buying it and you weren't already because you already have 7 on the PS4, but you didn't. I wouldn't recommend the $20. It's very fucking steep. It's very little content. I like the introduction to some of the stuff with Yuffie. I loved how they brought her mannerisms over from 7 original into 3D. I loved her motion sickness. I love the weird fucking physical quirks that she had in the original game. I loved her brash and confident nature that they brought over. The swagger of a black teen. I loved all of it.
Oh hell yeah. Swagger of a Asian teen.
Yeah, it's funny you mentioned that because all Gore's Gore's in the meme time machine. That's where he's fucking.
Yeah.
You know, I've actually been marathoning Gore's meme
Exaggerated swagger of a black teen.
Yeah, and I love how every meme video. Like I didn't really, you learn it going in, but they're kind of like a weird millennial time capsule.
Sure.
It's like you go back. Oh yeah, that's what the fucking internet was talking about for that week.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean that's still funny.
No,
that
it
wasn't
is.
even a meme.
But
That was just some. That was just fucking.
I was in, okay.
stupid to make
All right,
fun of.
hold on, I gotta bring this up. I gotta bring this up real quick.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm gonna
Go
put this
for it.
all in a fucking thing.
Oh, here we go.
What the fuck is the definition of a meme now?
I don't know. Everything's a meme.
That's what I'm saying.
for a month and then you move
Well,
on.
meme is a more. I guess it's a more searchable term for just funny video.
Yeah. So, cause back, the boomers in us, meme was like,
Yeah.
it was like a thing that
Like what's
Epic
his name?
Fail Guy.
Bad Luck Brian or whatever his name was, and fucking
Yeah.
bad
what was
like
his name?
Brian.
Bad Luck
It had the text
Yeah,
like
Bad
this,
Luck Brian,
and then
Epic
what the
Fail
fuck ever.
Guy.
Troll Face, Doge.
The earliest Frankie.jpg.
Yeah, Frankie.jpg.
You're the man now, dog.
You're the man now, dog. What's
A
what's
Rickroll, the
popular-
meme.
Yeah, Rickroll. I don't know.
Because like I mean I get so that makes sense. That's a good definition of it.
Motivationals.
I was I was genuinely
demotivationals.
kind of like wondering what the definition of a meme was, and it's just it's just funny
Rotten.com,
videos.
you know.
Rather type in funny video, you just type in meme. Lemon Party, All really good memes.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
Lemon Park. Look up
Beat
Penn
spin.
Island. Rotten.com. You know, all the classics.
uh,
What's the other one?
Kids in a
What's
sandbox.
more?
Kids in the Sandbox. Well, like, it's just they're not meme. Some of them are memes. I'll give them that. Like, I guess the exaggerated swagger for a little while was a meme.
That
So
was
whenever those
that's what I'm
pop up,
saying. So
all
that
right.
like makes sense
But,
as a
like,
meme.
someone falling off their roof is not a meme.
Or I guess okay. So I was about to say a meme is like some like cat looking up and go ah! Or something like that. I guess it's a meme now.
Yeah, sure.
But like sometimes it's just like there. I was at one where like there someone was like combing their guinea pig, and they had that in a video. I'm like, that's not a meme.
Yeah. And I think the definition is something that gets used on a routine basis in certain sub communities. So I feel like that's where the harder part comes in, is trying to define what a meme is, because you and the communities that you follow may not necessarily look at it as a meme, but other communities may be using it for meme purposes.
Right, but it's the evolution of the term because like look at video games.
Meme
30
jam.
Look at
Oh,
video
no,
games. 30
I'm
years
a
ago, it was like a
meme.
little guy. Look, it was like a little guy jumping around.
It was a little thing eating, and now
your surrogate daughter is a lesbian. That's where
The
we're at.
genetic memes, Jack.
I was hoping you
Try
go.
to guess the game I was talking about. You
Life
guessed
is
it.
strange.
You guessed it. God of War.
I was hoping you'd go with back then your video game character was a little like chomping thing that ate it, and now
Yeah.
oh no, I'm a meme.
Oh no, I'm a meme. That's true, but that was the show. To be fair.
Yeah.
That was a TV show.
So this morning, I it's like waking up at fucking 5 o'clock in the morning now is just like a wild. Just it's getting more. I'm getting more used to it. Just never like it, but you get used to it. This
Right.
morning I slept through like I had like 2 alarms that go back to back at 5 minutes intervals. And I slept through my first one, second one about to hit. And I'm like, all right, this is gonna be one of those days where I just don't want to wake up. And my Fridays, I treat myself Friday, try to get myself a little like pep up. So like I'll go in and get myself a nice like burrito over here that's at a good place here. So I kind of warm myself up. But I was having a really hard time this morning, and I had just fallen asleep. So last night while we didn't record the podcast the night prior, if you're watching this whenever it's on YouTube, had an open house. So I couldn't record because it was going on like by the time we would have recorded it would have been 10 o'clock their time, and we didn't want to be constrained by time. So I just recorded the next day. So I got off and it was like Thursday, and it felt weird that I was like, oh, it's 8 o'clock at night and I could just like kind of do stuff. I took that time to like get some rest because I needed it. But last thing I watched before I went to bed was one of Gore's meme reactions. And
Right.
I was a reaction on there that I liked that I would use in the morning because it just kept cracking me up in the morning. So I woke up was because it was that fucking dumbass dog face that he saw earlier. You saw that earlier, which is funny. And this time someone added more text to it,
Yeah,
which made it even
really
funnier.
good text.
I love when someone
that.
adds to a meme and it just makes it even funnier.
This dumbass is eating a box. Which
It-
I
it
don't
was-
even think
it
I
was-
noticed he was eating a box the first
No,
time.
because I think it was a quick pan from the dog to
Yeah.
that.
Oh, there's
It
one
was the
brain
look
cell
up-
between the two
There's
dogs.
two
it-
dogs. One's eating a box, the other one has the dumbest looking.
The subtitle was
There's
the look up the look up.
There's one brain
These
cell
dogs
between
share
these two
one
dogs.
brain
But-
cell.
Yeah, no. So the whole quote, I think I'm getting the exact quote was, the look of pure joy and dipshittery. These dogs share
Dipshittery.
one brain cell and it's currently being used by one to eat the box.
Eat the box.
And you look at the dog in the box and you forget it's the video because it was like a longer cut. So we're like, oh, look at that dumbass dog eating box, and you zoom back and the dog.
He's like real happy about it.
Dipshittery is also just a really fun word.
Dipshittery, yeah. Pretty good.
All right. Anyway, sorry,
Well-
we're going back to David's video games. I had to interrupt and talk about memes
Yeah,
for a little bit.
what-
It's all good. The memes, Jack. Anyways, so so intermission. I would say if you didn't already have it on PS4 and you got the PS5 version, it's worth getting because it's part of the experience. If you have the PS4 version and you're doing the upgrade and paying the $20 for it, I'd honestly say either wait for a sale or only get it if you're really a huge fan of original 7 and want that extra content. The Fort Condor minigame honestly was fun, but it wasn't challenging at all. I really only had difficulty on the very last mission when you're doing it on hard mode. And even then, it basically just amounted to, fuck it, I'm going to suicide dive and just go for it that way. And it worked. aside from that, the story also is very, very, very confusing. If you haven't already played a lot of the side story content of 7, there is a lot that they take from Crisis Core, a lot that they
Uh,
take from Before Crisis, a lot that they take from Dirge of Cerberus, and put into this. So if you haven't already had exposure
Urge of
to those
Cerberus.
3 games, it's a very confusing mess of a story. Again, it's really great to be introduced to Yuffie and to kind of get her perspective of some of the events that were going on, but it's a tough sell for anyone that's not already hard into Final Fantasy VII. So would not recommend in most cases. But I'm still cautiously optimistic for part 2. Um, uh, the way that 7 remake part 1 ended, I'm still bitter on that. But all in all, this one kind of at least reaffirmed that they care about the characters, if they don't necessarily, even if they're going in a different route than the rest of the game. So I'm curious to see where the game goes still. But hard recommend. It's hard to recommend getting intermission on its own.
Fair. Anything else?
Yeah. Oh, actually, last quick side note on that though, Yuffie by far the most fun character to fucking play as,
Yeah,
absolutely
she's
bar
fun.
none. She has a lot of elemental manipulation in her abilities, and it's fucking hilarious and fun the things she can do. It's like playing a better version of Tifa. It's like Tifa with Barrett's range. It's fantastic.
Hmm.
I love playing as Yuffie. But anyways, other than that, I played a little bit of Sea Traders for the Game Boy Advance, and I sampled a few other Game Boy Advance games where I just put in like a couple minutes testing a few things for a reason I'll explain in a little bit. And I played a little bit of Harvest Moon and Another Life. Uh, Forgot how much I just
Another
fucking loved.
Wonderful Life.
Yes, Another
That's not
Wonderful
that's not
Life.
the
Another
that's not
Life.
the G that's not a GBA game though.
No, that's a GameCube game.
Yeah, that's it.
And I forgot how just fucking wonderful the music is in that game. The Harvest Moon series is one that I love, but
Yeah.
I can't. Unlike Animal Crossing, it's hard to like pinpoint one I really like. It's just I play it and I enjoy it. Whereas
A
Animal
Wonderful Life
Crossing,
is really good.
Wonderful Life is
Or Another
fantastic.
Wonderful Life. Either way.
Another Wonderful Life is fantastic. I like the futuristic one too. I thought that one was a lot of fun.
Yeah,
But
maybe that
otherwise
was
than
alright.
that, it's hard to
Really
pick
tough.
a favorite. But just going by the music alone in the first like hour and a half of gameplay, it's such a soothing fucking game. I like Another Wonderful Life. But yeah, that's what I've been playing this week.
All right, Gore the movie god.
All right. So I started Bloodstained. I'm I think 8 hours in. I'm pretty sure I'm pretty close. I'm at 75% of the map completion right now.
Your
So
penultimate.
Oh yeah, you're very near the
Uh,
end of the game.
yeah, because I'm sure there's some shit I missed too.
Technically, you
Um,
could have already beaten it.
Yeah, no, I actually did. So there is
Okay,
a
so, yeah.
there is a point where you can beat the game if you want. It's just
Yes.
you're gonna get the fuck out of here. Goddamn
Just
fly.
fucking ghost. You should have
Yeah,
that.
fuck you, Ghost. Piece off, Ghost.
Not afraid of no ghosts.
Thor Ragnarok reference. Fuck off. Anyway, so yeah, no, I'm about 8 hours in, a little over, I think. So it's really good. I'm playing on Steam right now.
Oh yeah.
I think I'm 8 hours, and it says my time is 8 hours, but that might not count
Steam
idle
is
time.
weird to go by sometimes.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
it might count.
Doesn't it count idle time?
No, that's
It
that's
will
the
count-
time in the game. In the time in the game is 8 hours and something. Like 'cause
Oh,
it
okay.
keeps track here. But Steam it says I play for 12 hours, so I don't know.
Yeah.
I didn't have a lot of idle time though, so it's a little weird. Like usually when I wasn't playing it, it was just because I was like either changing to a different video on my computer or I had to do a little of this, play some dice. But
Change up her
yeah,
hair,
yeah,
give it
yeah.
a good spank.
yeah, sometimes sometimes I like rolling 2 dice, What? Anyway, I like rolling dice. Fuck, Aaron.
I do
giving me
too.
all
That's
weird.
why I have a
Yeah.
giant sack of them.
Yeah, a sack of dice. Yeah, sometimes you want to, mess around with the sack.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Gotta tickle the sack,
yeah,
That's
tickle
why
the
you also
sack.
have a
That's good
dedicated
luck.
container for the dice to go into.
Yeah, I saw the card counter.
Yeah.
Movie Oscar Isaac.
I
Pretty
gotta
good.
actually figure out where my dice container went.
I thought you were gonna say I gotta figure out where
I-
that movie went. You look too
I was
bad,
actually
'cause you
talking about jerking off, by the way. So
No,
Anyway.
Oh, that's disgusting.
Yeah, I just wondering.
That's gross.
Anyway, so I played more Ace Attorney, Great Man, or whatever it's called.
Oh, yeah.
Love it. I finished the second case. It's weird because that game is great so far. Love all the characters. The writing's good. Herlock Sholmes is great. He's a fucking moron, and I love it. One thing I have a problem with so far, and obviously it's gonna not be like this for the rest of the game, but the first two cases are technically tutorials, which usually is the case with Ace Attorney games. But usually it's like the first case is the tutorial, and then the second one introduces some other stuff, but it's still like its own case.
I
The
was
second
gonna
case,
say-
this.
Oh,
Go
sorry,
ahead.
go ahead.
No, I was gonna say the
No,
second case. This. You want to go?
Sorry, go ahead.
I love when people
No,
do
go
that.
ahead. No, go ahead.
I hate doing that. I'm sorry. No, because I was gonna say, because especially compounding on that,
Fuck you up,
because
bro.
I played like the first and like half of the second game, and it's always felt like case one is just straight up the tutorial.
Oh, yeah,
And then
yeah.
case
Oh, it
two is
is.
like, oh, and by the way, you know those photos? Start getting in the habit of like spinning those around, and looking for
Right.
bizarre shit, or get into the habit of the adventure game bullshit of like click everything on everything, and just
Right.
trial and error on what's going to get you thrown out on your case or not. So I feel like the first two cases are tutorials, but only the first one really has like the kid gloves for it.
Right. And it's actually really weird because Greatest Attorney, I know he's supposed to be a descendant of Phoenix, right? It's really weird how similar the stories are when it comes to like the situations you're in, and especially in the second case. The second case starts off with a very similar thing happening to some other character that is very similar to another character in the original Phoenix Wright game. It's very weird. I don't want to spoil it. It's a spoiler, but
I was gonna say I can kind of guess already based on that.
yeah. I mean, when it happens, it's not going to be a surprise. The first case is great at being the first case. You don't do investigations; it's just all court. And then the second one's weird because the second one is all just investigations. There's no court in the second one, which will make sense once you start that court case anyway, because it would make sense. But it's weird, but it's definitely more tutorial. They add a new mechanic in it where you have to like kind of correct Herlock Sholmes' deductions. You always have deductions, and when he does deductions, they're always fucked up, and you have to like fix them for him.
So he's basically become the new Gumshoe then.
Actually, no, they already have a new Gumshoe kind of character in it who's not an idiot, but he's that character that shows up to help you with like do police shit. But yeah, I guess he is kind of still the Gumshoe, but he has more of a purpose in the plot. It seems like he's definitely more of a, I don't know. I guess he's more of like another companion at times, at least in the second court case. You do have a new Maya replacement. Very weird. They have cutscenes too, and they all speak with a British accent. I thought that was really strange considering your characters are Japanese. But whatever. Anyway, there you go. That's that. I'm not done yet. I did start up. Oh, what were we gonna say?
I was gonna say just real quick. Would you say it's worth getting for general Phoenix Wright fans, or?
Oh yeah, for sure. It's great so far. Like it's similar, but I think that's the point. I think it was actually it was going for that. Just to like, because it's been a long time since the first Phoenix Wright game came out, so some people may not have even played it or played it a long time ago. Because originally those games came out in GBA in Japan. They didn't even come out on DS. So it's similar to that first game in the first couple of cases, just with certain things that happen. But it feels like it's more of an homage and also like connecting this character's story with his future character. I don't know. Characters are good. Writing's good. A little simple right now. I haven't really had one moment where I'm like, I don't really know what to present and what to do. But that's the first two cases. Yeah. I did start the third one. I'm like maybe 30 minutes into that one, but
I gotta pick that up at some point then.
Yeah,
because
it's great.
I know
Hey,
that one's gonna become hard to find. It's in like a couple of years.
yeah, most likely. A lot of Ace Attorney games actually are going up in price. So.
Yeah.
Anyway, I also played Deathloop. I only got a couple hours in. I wanted to play more yesterday, but I had like a really bad headache, and I was trying to play, and I was just like, this is too much. Like that game is intimidating. I'm gonna tell you right here. My immediate advice is just when you're playing that game, just play it. Don't fucking worry about it. Like there's so much to explore because there's 4 areas, and you're gonna be in those 4 areas a lot.
Okay.
One thing I didn't know ahead of time, I wish they explained this. The game has like a time. Obviously, it's a time loop, but it has like also like day and night cycles. So there'll be times where you can go from dusk, dawn, day, and
Dusk to
night.
Dawn?
Those are your
Nice.
four. From dusk till dawn. Do you know anything about that movie?
I vaguely do.
Okay, that sucks.
Go watch
every
it.
time,
Great fucking film.
yeah, just watch it. That is one of those movies you gotta watch. But I'm sure you already know. If you're listening and you want to see a good ass movie, just watch From Dusk Till Dawn. Don't look up anything about it. Don't search it if that's what you're doing.
I'm trying to see if
That's
I
what
learn it or not.
that's
But yeah.
literally what I said you shouldn't do.
I know. I was mid-type. I didn't hit enter yet.
Yeah, I don't know why you're doing that. I'm sure it's on Netflix. I'm sure it spoils it too on Netflix. Anyway,
Yeah,
I'll do what you do when you're
anyway,
watching what else.
my advice is just play it. Just play it. Do not worry about exploring
just
everything
play
because you're gonna be in those 4 areas a lot. Because and also this is another thing they didn't tell you that at least I don't think so. You die and you start back. Obviously, they told you that, but you also run out of time too. So if the day ends, obviously it goes back to the beginning of the day. So you lose. So it's pretty much you dying. So every time you go to a different environment, it passes time, and it'll go to the next. It'll go from dusk till dawn.
So
and
does it feel
from dusk
more
till dawn.
like a proper like roguelike then, or?
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, from what I heard, it is a game that most people can probably complete in around 15 hours. So I don't know if it's like it's just like one of those where like it gets easier as you go. Obviously, it has to be, right? Most roguelikes are like that. But I feel like it might even be one of those games where it gets easier much sooner than most roguelikes because they start introducing new powers and stuff pretty early on. And also they do introduce a thing where you can actually keep weapons. You can infuse it with like these things. And so if you really like a really cool weapon you found, then you can actually infuse it so you'll keep it when you die and you come back. So that's my favorite kind of roguelike is ones where you actually feel like you're earning something as you're playing besides just like, oh, I'm doing well. Oh, I died. I lost all my shit.
Kind of like a Rogue Legacy.
Yeah, or even like Hades. Hades is definitely like that. I would say probably most roguelikes are like that, but I'm sure
Well,
there's
the cool
some
thing
out there.
Hades always had was that you got story out of anything.
Yeah, but also Hades is great because it's amazing. But it's just whenever you progress in that game, not only are you getting story, but you are upgrading a lot of your stuff in a way. Like you're gaining currency and stuff, and just like you're using your abilities, so you're upgrading them as you're going on. You're killing new enemies, so you're upgrading certain things. It's just like one of those things where
is retained then in Death.
Yeah, which Returnal is my only problem with that game is that it seems like there's not a lot of progress. Like you will later on, from what I heard, but early on you're not really earning a lot of cool stuff to keep with you in your next your loop. It's weird that the 2 big PS5 games besides Ratchet and Clank are involving time loops. But
out of quick curiosity, how does the adversary stuff work? Have you gotten to that yet?
I didn't get to the first visionary. No.
Okay.
That's what their names are. But I think from what I heard, how they work is that once you kill them, you just get a new power, and certain powers you get to keep. Period, just straight up. Like, because some of them are ones you need. Like the one you get right in the beginning of the game, and they might have not let anybody know this either, because I didn't know, is that you don't just die and that's it. You die and then you can respawn, and then you die and then you get 2 extra lives, pretty much.
Interesting.
Which I didn't know that ahead of time either. They really didn't explain this game well.
No,
They showed a video of it every fucking 2 minutes.
I'm sure maybe I could be wrong. Maybe they did talk about this in the state of play that they did, but I don't know. I
don't remember that at all being explained.
I don't remember either. But
so
it's been a couple months.
while you've been talking about this, I tried to zone out for a second because I heard you talk about Gray's Turning. I really want to do that. And then I came back and I just heard, don't explore. There's day and night cycles. You hold your weapons. And I was like, yeah, Ace Attorney's fucking going crazy this time.
Yeah, Ace Attorney goes nuts.
But yeah, no. So would you say that Deathloop has kind of? Because I'm still waiting on Amazon to fucking ship me my copy, and I might just bite the bullet. None of my local stores have it. There's one that's like an hour away from me that I might just bite the bullet and this weekend go over there and grab it. Yeah, I might go fucking. Would you say that it's worth it though, so far from what you played?
Oh yeah, I think you'll really like it. Have you ever played Dishonored?
No, actually.
No, it is way more similar to Dishonored than I was expecting, because
Okay.
every time they showed it, it seemed like it was going to be more action based. But this is a game where you definitely have to take it slow and kind of stealth it up. But you can do whatever you want, really. There's times where I had to do action, and it was fine. Like I was close to death, but I haven't died yet. So, but I'm only a couple hours in. But I'm sure death will come. But
And it will loop.
and you know what? I welcome it, because I want to experience death.
Because that's the thing, is like everything that they've shown off
want
in this game.
experience.
I love the atmosphere. I love the characters. I love the
Yeah, the
music.
characters are
I
great.
love everything they've shown off, but like the gameplay is the one thing I've had slight trepidation on, because it sounds roguelike-ish to me. So honestly,
Yeah.
knowing that I'm not the biggest fan of roguelikes, yeah, honestly think it's worth me to spend the money on it.
Yeah. So, I mean, so far, again, I'm only a couple hours in, but so far it doesn't really scream roguelike as much as
Okay.
I like a Hades or all these really big
Like a
roguelikes,
Binding
I
of
guess.
Isaac or anything.
Or even like
that.
Returnal, I guess. Returnal is like really hardcore roguelike. I feel
Yeah.
like this one, even though you do start back at the beginning of the game, kinda, the levels are pretty quick, and also if you already know where to go next, you don't need to do the like. If your goal is to learn more about the next area, if you die and you respawn, obviously you already know about that info, so you can just kind of skip that area. You can just like run through it and go back and like, yeah. So
Okay.
again, I'm only a couple hours in, so some of this stuff might be wrong, but from what I experienced, I didn't die yet, but the way they worded it made it sound like they even said that at one point, is that if you know what to do, then you can just get out of there. So you don't have to earn all the information again. The game is all about like knowing things too. Like I forgot what they call it, but like you find notes everywhere and all this stuff, and it's all about like, it's pretty much how they make the side missions work, is that knowledge, I guess, is like knowledge. You find notes and stuff, and it'll tell you like, oh, someone said that the door opens here at night and stuff, so you might want to come here at night or whatever. It's just like that's how they do the side missions. It's interesting. I don't know. It's good. It's definitely a game that I could see people completing in about 15 hours, but then wanting to go back and just play it over and over again. I also, the multiplayer stuff is really fun, especially playing as Juliana, who's the other assassin trying to kill him. I heard that stuff is really fun, because you could just like kind of like sneak into the game, and you could pretend to be an NPC and just like take them down when they're not even expecting it.
And you turned off that for you, right?
It actually starts off with it off. So
Okay.
I think it turns on after you complete a certain segment, though.
Okay.
I thought I heard that, but I'll probably keep it off, because I don't want to fucking. I want to
fuck people, but I want to get fucked.
I don't. Yeah, exactly.
GameFly said it shipped it to me like on Monday. I've been waiting for it since.
Okay.
And
Yeah, the game probably takes a long time.
yeah, sometimes games get here like right away. Other times it doesn't. So I'm waiting on that. So I'll play it then. And if it's really really good, I'll just buy a cheap copy on Black Friday.
Right.
I did also note that with Psychonauts 2 and Deathloop both getting pretty good Metacritics, those are two really good gets from Microsoft. I mean, they still haven't really paid off yet, because obviously the one's exclusive and the other
Deathloop
one's
is not even on Xbox.
uh-huh.
I saw someone say the same thing. I was just like, yeah.
Yeah.
You can't play it.
Yeah, so
Play
I
on
mean,
PC,
it's
so,
good. Again, it's
Why
it's,
is it? Is it because it's exclusive? Is that the reason why it's not at least on Game Pass PC right now?
Yeah,
But because it's on PC.
yeah,
so,
it's not gonna be on Game
which
Pass.
has nothing to do with Sony, but
Um,
I figured that.
but yeah, no, that's good prospects for the far future, obviously, because we're gonna have to wait a little bit, especially Double Fine. We'll see how long that takes for their game, but cool to see that two of those projects coming out pretty good.
I really want to play Psychonauts too, but just too many games.
I want to replay the first one just to refresh my mind.
Yeah, I was thinking that too, but like I don't fucking care. They do have a recap in the game too, so supposedly.
All right, anything else?
You can watch. Yeah, I'm not done. I watched. I played Lost in Random. I was super
Ooh.
excited for that game, and I said, "Fuck it." I played that the day I was supposed to have Deathloop in my hands, but Best Buy. Best Buy just sometimes their shipping is super
They're
quick,
not the
and
Best
other
Buy.
times, yeah, they're average buy. I won't give you worse, but you're not great. Lost in Random I love so far. I'm actually really loving it, because it is exactly what I want it to be. It feels like a Tim Burton thing. All the characters are really lovable immediately right off the bat. The combat is great. It's a card combat. It's still like you're still fighting and stuff, but it's all about like you have your little die guy that follows you around with the blinking eye, which is weird. he's great in the game. In the trailers, he made me creeped out. And it's all about kind of shooting things off of the enemies, these little crystals, and letting your dice guy kind of collect them. And once he collects them, it'll give you the ability to roll the dice, and whatever you roll is your power points. So if you roll a 2 or whatever, you have 2 power points, and you can use whatever card has that power point identification.
Right.
And some of the cards can be like, you just put a bomb on the field, or you get a sword, you get bow and arrow, you know. So it's really cool, and there's a lot of cards, and I love the environments. Honestly, right now I have like no problems with that game. I think even the combat's really good. I'm about 3 hours in. I want to play it more. Though it was great so far. The only thing I have a problem with, the only thing actually, and this isn't even a big problem, for some reason the main character's voice is good, even though you can tell the actress is like 30 and the character's supposed to be like 12. But the problem is that like there's times where she's talking to characters and there's no voice acting for her, but there's voice acting for everybody else, which is really weird. Because she'll talk like blah blah blah, and then she'll go into a little cutscene, and then you're picking dialogue for her, and she doesn't say the dialogue. So it's really weird. That just always bugs me when I'm playing, and then just like a character's actually speaking with words, and you hear it, and then you pick whatever you pick for her, and she's not saying anything. I don't know. It is a personal bug. But anyway, what were you gonna say?
Shoutouts to EA for, I guess, 2 really good, I guess, not online. I mean,
Actually,
like,
they had a few.
Like, It Takes Two is in a single player game.
Oh, you're talking about just this year?
Yeah. Like,
okay.
Lesser Random and It Takes Two is 2 really good, like, non-standard EA styles. So, cool for them.
Yeah, I mean, they have a lot of cool indie games. Like, the creators of this were the creators of... No, it's not. Well,
no, Unraveled, yeah.
Yeah. I think it's from the guys that did Fe, F-E, I think.
Oh, okay.
I don't know how you pronounce it. I'm pretty sure it's them. Yeah, I mean, it's good.
Shout out to indie games.
I just wish it was a physical game. Eventually, it probably will be, because I think a lot of... Yeah, I'm sure they'll do the same thing what they did with the Medium, with that, where the Medium didn't get physical until it fucking came to PlayStation.
Yeah, I'm
Not
still...
that Psychonauts will have a PlayStation.
And Psychonauts has just jumped in price.
I wouldn't even be surprised if Psychonauts goes to PlayStation. They'd be like, we don't give a fuck. Just put it on there. Whatever.
I thought it was supposed to be on there.
Huh?
I thought it was supposed to be on there.
Oh, is that on there? Oh, well, there you go.
I thought it was. I'm like...
Yeah, it probably is then. Well, never mind. Well, then, when the physical comes out for PS5, then...
From Limited Run, you know.
Oh, yeah. Actually, that makes sense, because it did a limited run for the original, which I missed out on. I completely fucking...
Yeah, same.
Missed that.
I have it on PS2 anyways. So
yeah, I have it on PS2 and Xbox. Well, I want it on PS4. I want it physical.
I'm trying to think if I even played anything this week.
No,
no, I don't think I...
Actually, I'm not done. I play WarioWare Get It Together.
How's that?
Pretty fun. Anyway, go ahead.
Yeah, I don't think I did. I do want, before I go on the next thing, because I'm kind of hungry, I want to show off 2 taste tests really quick. Speaking of memes, I thought this was...
save this for what you got.
No, because I'm hungry right now.
Sorry, you gotta wait until we're done.
I thought...
All right, David, what'd you get?
I thought this was a fucking meme. When I saw this fucking picture, I thought it was someone like Photoshopped. They're like, oh, that's a funny thing. And then I walk into Walgreens and I see Cool Ranch Dorito flavored Lay's.
Rocco, because he always does the Doritos taste test thing on his channel.
Yeah.
With everybody else from Mega 64, he did that. I ain't gonna tell you what they thought of it.
I heard someone say they don't. Yeah, it doesn't taste that great, but whatever. And then I saw Tangy Ranch.
Gross.
They didn't cover that one.
So much ranch.
Yeah, both these together, and I was like, "What the fuck am I looking at right now?"
Ranch is the most.
You're looking at Doritos.
I already actually. Okay, so this is one of my weirdest things, my weirdest quirks, is I don't like ranch. I feel like I would if I actively gave it a shot, but I just there's some things with consistency, like the way people eat ketchup and mustard and mayo.
Yeah, I hate ketchup.
It's fucking gross the way people do that.
That's the reason why I hate ketchup.
No. Back the fun bus the fuck up. You hate
what the fuck
ketchup?
Did you say?
Yeah,
you fucking heard me.
You're outnumbered right now. It's a 2v1 because
I severely dislike
in life.
I'm sure it does.
Hey, I hate you. I wouldn't say you don't have a purpose in life. Well,
I think the way people consume ketchup is fucking disgusting. There's always like a fucking mess everywhere.
Chugging, fucking double chugging.
People get insane with ketchup. Ketchup should be a light condiment addition when you're basically eating fries onion rings, or maybe occasionally a border.
Okay,
But in general, just condiments in general, they leave a mess everywhere and it's fucking gross.
Yeah. I hate. You know what I hate? This is a bug I have, a little pet peeve. Whenever you just see a little dribble of mustard or
Yeah.
ketchup just anywhere.
Yeah.
Like if I'm at a fucking
I'll
like
do that.
a mall fucking whatever food court and I see a little dribble on a table, I'm like, oh.
Yeah, no, I've literally actually the same
Agreed.
way. I fucking hate
Yeah,
it.
I remember years ago I used to eat ketchup a little bit here and there, just not a lot. But I stopped eating ketchup because there was one time where I'm not lying. There was a glob of it on the ground with a little bit of mustard on top of it, and it was the most disgusting thing I've ever seen. I don't know why. There was nothing else on it. It was just a little glob on the ground with a little bit of mustard on top of it, and it just disgusted me
that
so
brain,
fucking bad.
something in your brain produced a chemical where you said
Never
no.
eating. And that was like at least 15 years ago at this point, and I haven't eaten ketchup yet.
Yeah,
since.
so I don't do that. The only like condiment that I actually do have or that I'll eat is barbecue sauce, or like some like sweet and sour sauce like that. Yeah, because that's like on the very tail end of what I think people can commit. Like
Ketchup is too red too. It's like ew.
See, here's the thing: is when it comes
That's probably
to
what it
ketchup,
looks like when it comes out too, which I don't
For
think
for
about
me,
it.
ketchup is just the thing to add a little bit of a different texture, because like just straight up.
Oh yeah,
fries,
like
I mean,
French
yeah,
fries,
you
like
can
I'll
do
dip
the
them in
fries.
barbecue sauce all day. I get that. However,
Yeah.
just people are fucking
Ew.
heathens and they fucking
No,
eat ketchup
agreed.
like fucking slobber over their fucking face. Maybe if they
Oh,
eat a plate,
they
you
wear it.
see like
No.
smears of fucking of
Yeah,
ketchup
because they're
everywhere.
rubbing the
No,
fries on
I
it.
agree with you with that, but you were
Gross.
going into a territory. You're starting to slander barbecue sauce, and I'm not gonna have
No,
that.
no, we're talking about ketchup. Barbecue sauce.
No, I said I like barbecue sauce.
Yeah.
All right, I thought you were
Yeah.
starting to slander barbecue sauce.
No, I
No,
literally
no,
just said.
We use so much with different.
I
Because
literally just
barbecue
said-
sauce is you know what? Hey, barbecue sauce is perfect. The perfect color. It's like a darkish brownish. Sometimes I mean it could be different colors. I guess
It's like a
and
flare,
also-
and not like a
and
cartoon
also-
color.
it also smells good. Where ketchup smells like a tomato. So fuck that.
Also,
Ew,
Tomatoes are good. What's wrong with you?
Ironically
No,
enough, so I
tomatoes.
say this
I don't
knowing
even know
that
what they are.
I say this
Vegetable
knowing
fruit. Which one is it?
I say this knowing that like when people eat ribs, we slather that shit with like sauce a lot of times too.
Hell yeah, that's hot.
So, but like I get that, but for whatever reason, it's like the cartoon colors of fucking ketchup and mustard and like
Well, okay. Let me stop you. Let me stop you here. Just imagine a rib covered in ketchup now.
Oh.
Just slathered. Yeah,
Oh.
exactly. See, you wouldn't have that.
Oh.
You would. But if you think of a fry with barbecue sauce, you wouldn't go. Ugh. So that's my argument. A barbecue sauce can go with a lot more stuff than shitty ass ketchup.
which is
No,
again,
I agree with you.
Ketchup on fries
I
and a
personally
hamburger. That's
prefer
it.
when I'm eating a fry, I want ketchup with it. That
Hey,
is
and
my
you
thing,
Canadians out there that eat fucking eggs with
like,
ketchup
poutine.
and poutine, whatever the fuck
Look,
that is.
Israel had a whole day of nothing but poutine. so.
Hey, hey, poutine lit. The first word in that, I'm sure it's just one word. It's poo. So, that's fucked up.
The Nashville chicken place over here actually around this time of the year will start serving poutine, so I get that every now and then, but it's not like it's nowhere near like what you get over there, but
poutine.
it's
I was gonna say,
fries.
you had it damn near the motherland here. So.
I wanted to get in the
Russia?
actual motherland, but I was afraid
Yeah.
that our president at the time wouldn't let me back in the country. It's
You want to go to Russia?
it's French fries
Yes.
with brown gravy and cheese curds.
Oh,
Which
I
is
thought it was just one
disgusting.
thing. I just thought
Speaking
it
as
was
a
one
manner,
thing.
it is absolutely disgusting.
I thought it was just like one thing, like
I-
Nutella. Or
Perhaps
something.
I'm going to say something very controversial here. I think gravy is disgusting.
I thought that
Absolutely
Trump was a good
disgusting.
president.
I like gravy.
You know what? I think Trump should have been reelected. I'm like, whoa, that came out of nowhere.
Oh, this is really controversial.
Never have been to begin with.
But
And you know what?
I like gravy. I don't mind it, and I'll
no,
slap.
I find the gravy disgusting. If you go ahead and you come
Gravy's
to
disgusting.
my house and you bring a fucking gravy to my fresh fucking
bring
made
a
turkey, I will
gravy?
slap you.
I will slap the gravy.
What did you guys make gravy or out of poutine? I forgot. Did you guys use gravy?
What?
You explain
When I
what
was
poutine
there,
is,
when
now
I
I'm
was there,
confused.
did you guys make it with gravy? I already forgot.
Yeah, poutine is always made with gravy. That's
So
one of the fundamental.
You already you
You don't eat poutine, if you have noticed.
But you made it, and he ate it.
No, he had poutine at like 3 different restaurants.
Oh,
no
I thought
two, and then
made it.
and then we had some at your house.
Yeah, I
No.
thought you ate it. You made it.
No,
You're
I
like,
have not made
golly, I love
I don't
poutine.
eat
Your
poutine.
ex-girlfriend made it.
Oh damn! Now we're bringing.
I wasn't gonna bring it up. That's why
I don't remember
I was
that.
trying to be nice about it.
That's fine. The current fiance's not watching. It's fine. But
She will, though.
I was trying to
I'll
be.
send it to her.
I was trying to be like kind of okay, but no. I'm like, all right, well, fuck. I'm gonna say it
I
again.
don't remember
I
that
want to talk
happening.
about poutine.
Yeah,
How
there was-
ruin your
I don't eat
relationship.
poutine.
It was at the fucking festival. It was at that diner afterwards, and your ex-girlfriend made some for dinner.
No shit. All right.
And then that's when they broke up.
Most of that's something else saying.
Ew, this is terrible poutine. It's like I'm
No,
leaving,
because I don't
baby.
eat poutine because I hate gravy. I despise
No,
gravy
all
with a
right,
passion.
all right. Oh,
Anyway,
this is
anyway.
great poutine, and she got upset. All right,
I just don't like condiments a lot of times. Like the mashed potato, and I just think the way people eat it is fucking disgusting, and they ruin it.
Yeah.
Agreed. A good dry seasoning in most cases is all you need. Unless the meat is already dry, in which
Ooh,
case
here's
then
some
you
smells.
should be putting a sauce with it. That's all you need.
Hey, French fries are great on their own.
That too.
Depending on the fry. 100% depending on the fry.
And I was gonna say, going
Sure.
back to bring it back to this is, I feel like I would like ranch if I actually just like stop. This is weird brain thing I have. I don't care though. But I enjoy ranch flavored things. Same way like sour
No.
cream and onion stuff. Like heck yeah, I'll do that.
Yeah,
Sour
no,
cream
sorry.
and onion, I
Incorrect.
get into sour cream and onion flavored things. I don't do sour cream at all. But I can't do ranch in any way, shape, or form.
All right, wait, hold on. We're getting a ranch. We're getting a ranch dip.
It
Right here.
smells like
All right,
it
well,
tastes like
I do
sour
that. I gotta
cream.
pee real bad.
What? You don't want to know how the ranch? Wow, almost knocked his glasses off. So was it? What does it look like? Because when Rocco did it, it had like the Cool Ranch like flake shit all over it, which was weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's weird. That's like a fucked up Dorito. And you know, I think they did like some oops all berries shit here, where it's like something went wrong, and
I like the idea
I know
that
what happened.
it's like that Patrick meme in SpongeBob. Why don't we just take the Cool Ranch and put it over here?
Yeah,
It tastes
good
like
meme.
it tastes like that, but it has like a sour cream hint to it. Maybe that's because like I expect more sour cream on this. I guess.
Why do you expect more sour cream? It's not sour cream chip.
No, but when you see like a Lay's like that, kind of like in this style,
Sure.
it's not
I
bad.
don't. I eat barbecue.
Kind of underwhelming.
Hey, you know what? I should talk ketchup chips. I mean ketchup, but the ketchup chips are pretty good.
I think anything flavored in that condiment is usually not bad.
Yeah.
The
it's
condiment
just the
itself is
texture,
fucking
so-
disgusting.
It's just the texture and the look. It's all shiny and globby. I'm like, fuck off. It
Now
looks
this
like
one,
looks like mucus. Get out of here. Red mucus.
give me a real Dorito.
The devil's snot. I don't want it. All right. Tangy. This one's tangy. Tangy ranch. Ranch. Double ranch.
The fuck is
Double
tangy about
fisted
this?
Ranch. Fucking tangy. Just slurp it. You gotta do like Dark Side Phil does whenever he eats something. You go. You can't hear it. You can't hear it. But he slurps his fucking mouth like.
Are you gonna make feasting with the god?
Yeah.
Oh,
Welcome
I
back,
know.
David. You missed it.
I don't see what's tangy about it, but it's pretty good. Maybe I got maybe slightly more tangy than a regular ranch Dorito. I don't know. Whatever.
They just fucked up regular ranch
Um,
and then said, "Let's make it something different." Put it on.
I had this funny
awkward
thought
balloon bag.
when I was driving home today. I don't know why it was a thought that popped
What's
in my
about
head.
just went on oncoming traffic?
I was
Just kept
watching.
driving.
I was watching, which we'll talk about here in a little bit. We're excited this podcast. It's a Friday. I don't give a fuck. I was watching Gore's reaction to THQ. I'm not gonna watch THQ Nordic on my own. I'll watch his reaction, get his ideas of it beforehand. And I just thought about, and I don't know if you told the podcast where the original name Gore comes from, but it doesn't matter. But I was about to say, either way, how old were you when you made your YouTube channel?
I don't know, 18, 17 maybe. I don't know.
I was like the idea that this 17-year-old.
This wasn't my original YouTube channel. My other one got shut down. That was a long time ago.
But this one was the where your name is.
Yeah.
So whatever. So I think
fuckable.
that this is where I'm going with this is. I think it's hilarious that a 17-year-old kid's like, I'm a fucking god.
Yeah.
This
That was
makes
before Kanye.
yeah. I just don't know why that's thought. I was like, damn, gorgeous thought at 17. I'm a god.
That was my MySpace name. That's why.
Oh yeah,
So I
with
just
the
moved it
with
over
the
to
with
my
the knife.
YouTube. Yeah, with the knife, which was a parody picture, but then people used it against me, like I was acting cool.
Shouts to
Like,
Ben.
no, I was
Shouts.
reviewing the new Rambo movie. I wanted a stupid picture for my, because I used to do written reviews on my MySpace blog. And I was like, oh, the new Rambo. At that time, the new Rambo movie was out, which is now 13 years old. So thank you. I don't feel old. And I made that picture.
Shouts to Ben Kuchera for that.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That was that fucker.
It was over.
It
Duke,
wasn't
it was
him.
over Duke Nukem.
It wasn't him. It was one of his stupid ass followers.
Yeah, it was over Duke Nukem. Remember that?
I don't know how they found me too, because I don't even think my Twitter name was the same name I used for my MySpace page.
I think you had your YouTube linked on there, and then people found that. I don't know. They were just some weird shit.
I don't think my MySpace.
You're-
Like when I moved over to YouTube, I pretty much said fuck MySpace. So
You were Gore the movie guy.
everything I wanted to do, I could just do on YouTube.
You were Gorkis back then, right?
No, I think I was even before that.
What was the one before Gorkis? I remember there was one more.
I don't know. Maybe it was Gorkis. I don't know.
You had Gorkis for a while.
It might have just been Gore the movie guy. Honestly, I don't know.
That boy Gore.
That boy, your boy Gore.
All right.
That's my name right now. All right. Well,
David, what'd you get this week?
Hell yeah. So one of the things that I got last week, but I didn't bring it in here because I forgot. And I didn't bring it in here this week because it's fucking cavalcade of wires to undo. But I did actually get the orange Game Boy Advance player for my GameCube. So fantastic fucking playing that. Absolutely love playing with Game Boy Advance stuff in beautiful upscaled resolutions on the TV. Fantastic. Especially with the Game Boy Advance interface player. So much better. I absolutely fantastic. I honestly recommend if you're ever looking for one, don't worry about getting the disc. You will never need it. Unless you are a collector that wants the disc for the purpose of having it, it's never needed anymore, honestly. Fantastic fucking firmware for that. And then as always, as of late, I'm gonna show off the stuff that I got just to get complete in box. I got the artwork for this, and I had a blank case, so I was good to go with that. Hyrule Warriors now have that fully complete in box at this point.
shit. Oh fuck yeah.
Same thing with this. I got the artwork in the manual because I already had an empty case that worked for it. Dead or Alive 5 Ultimate on PS3.
Oh titties. Wait, isn't that, that's not the best version of it? You should have got the PS4 one.
I already
It
had
comes
PS3.
with more costumes, so the jiggle is better.
Hell yeah, but no, I already had the PS3 version, so I was like, "Fuck it, I'll just get the."
Ain't this
PS3 version.
ain't this about a bitch that in Dead or Alive 6 they fucking tone down the jiggle? Like, what's the fucking point? I might as well play Soul
Oh, but
Calibur. At least I get
they-
weapons.
They kept up with the fucking DLC. I think it's estimated like almost like 4,000 to get all the
Yeah,
goddamn DLC
when it first
in.
came out, to get all of the DLC, it was $1,200. The only reason
Yeah.
why I know that is because Angry Joe did.
Oh, I think I say because I spent money on it. I hated
Because I
it.
bought all of them, and you know what? I fucked up. I bought it for PS4. I didn't even have it.
Oh no!
I had to buy the game again for PS4, and then I realized I bought it on Steam, so I had to buy it on Steam. I don't know how I did all that. I just fucked up. No,
I do have that on PS4, and I meant to play it. I never got around to it.
I have an Xbox. I actually got a not a review code, but I got it from my my MCN. He sent it to me. I was like, oh, cool, thanks. And I was just like, titties, and I played a little bit. I did a video for it, so.
Side note, I do actually genuinely enjoy.
No, those
the
are good
Dead or Alive
games.
'cause it's a fighting game. Agreed.
I played the second game. I never really played the original, but the second one on Xbox, Extreme. Is that what's called?
Yeah.
The
It's
2-disc
hardcore
one?
PS4. Ultimate is the edition they did for Xbox. It came as a
Okay.
combo pack with one.
Yeah, it came with 2. Yeah. Oh yeah, it came with. Oh, it came with 1. I played 1. I definitely did.
Yeah.
Because I had that 2-pack. I didn't realize one of them was just the first game.
Yeah, it's Dead or Alive Ultimate 1 and 2. And
Okay.
then if you had those and had 3, data could import into 3 and vice versa.
I had 3 also. That was the one with Christy on the front. I know.
Yeah.
Oh, I know.
Oh,
Oh,
you
I know. Oh, I know. I didn't play a lot of
know?
4 though, which is I do. I'm upset I never played the 4th one that much because that was the one that had the Halo Spartan.
Yes, I did have the Spartan 417, I think, was her title or something like that.
Whatever.
I liked 4. It definitely felt like a weirder game compared to 3 because I spent a lot of time in 2. 2 was the one I spent the most time with. because I played that one competitively for a while when hardcore was a big thing. And
You're lying. We all know you spent the most time with that beach ball game. Come on.
I have actually never played the beach ball games.
You're a liar. Look at him. Look at this. Look at his face.
Biggest liar
He's
ever.
a liar. You liar, you. I'm good at
I've
lying.
actually genuinely never played the beach volleyball games.
Actually,
Live Extreme.
I did play the first one, and you know what? Pretty good.
He says.
Actually, not a bad game. Like it actually got addicting. I remember, not just because with the ladies, but the volleyball was actually really fun in that game. I remember that, and do you remember the Outlaw series?
Yeah.
The sports games. They had a volleyball one too, and that was fun too. I was like, you know what? Maybe volleyball is just a fun game to play. I don't know. And then I played it in real life, like around that same time in school. I'm like, no, that sucks.
I love
tennis,
volleyball.
Tennis is so much fun.
I love
I
volleyball.
don't mind tennis in real life.
I love tennis and badminton. Badminton is a tennis on easy mode. That's pretty much all it is.
I liked volleyball a lot because I played a lot of tetherball, so I was really good at overhand serving. So I was like able to like overhand serve it and just get it barely above the net, and just no one was ever able to hit it back.
I could never predict where the ball is going to be in volleyball, but I could always predict it in tennis. I don't know why. It's a smaller ball and it goes faster, but I could always be like, well, I guess it's.
You got to read their swing.
You also have to hit it towards the. Well, not towards the player, but like you have to hit it, pretty hard. So you go predict that's going to be probably around this area, like further back. They're not going to hit just like, Where volleyball, you can be like, and like, oh, now it's all over there.
I feel like the ball's more manipulatable in volleyball, whereas in tennis,
that's what I'm trying to say.
Tennis, unless they're really good, you don't have that much of a dynamic range, at least like depending on your skill for that.
I'm not gonna lie.
No, that floor hockey is where it was at.
I'm not gonna lie. When dodgeball was a thing in school, which is not, I'm sure it's not anymore.
I know. I fucking love dodgeball though.
Dude, dodgeball was the fucking best. That's the time where you're just like you unleash.
Yeah.
You unleash the beast.
And you always did some cool fucking Neo shit every single time too.
Oh yeah, for sure. I didn't, but one time I caught the ball and I wasn't even like expecting the ball. I do remember that. I turned around and went, like, what the fuck? And I think I got eliminated immediately after that, but whatever.
Yeah.
At least I took someone out with me.
I thought about that. I was thinking about that because I had to inadvertently watch a PE class, and I think I mentioned dodgeball. I was like, they're like, what? I was like, oh no, you guys don't play dodgeball anymore.
Yeah, dodgeball.
Wait, do they really not?
I don't think not as much anymore.
In this day and age, there's no way in hell. I do not see that.
I'm gonna look that up actually.
That is all about hitting people, and if you want, you can hit them right in the fucking face. That's fine.
Ian says, take you back to the epic dodgeball battles at recess. Big facts though.
Yeah.
Is
I remember. All right, I want to
thing
tell a quick story.
Go for it.
I feel really bad about. My school back in middle school had like an after school thing. What?
The first I typed in is dodgeball a thing anywhere to Google. First thing is an article from USA Daily, and the title is "Dodgeball is not oppressing our children; it's teaching them life."
Yeah,
True.
exactly. Sometimes a rubber ball hits you in the fucking face. You gotta deal with it. No, all right. So there was like an after school activity thing. I forgot what they called it. They called it something, but in my school is in middle school. Detention, yeah. Outside detention. But it was just a thing where you could do activities and stuff, whatever. A bunch of shit. You can play board games inside. You can go outside, play baseball, basketball. It was just like a bunch of shit. Like they had a basketball court. They had a field where you could play whatever you want. And I remember going out there. We were playing kickball, which is not something you want to play as a boy, because that's you want to play football, be a man. Not kickball.
Kickball was fun.
Yeah, no, it was fun. But I remember I was like, all right, I'll play. And there was a girl sitting kind of close by, not too close though. And she was just like, oh, she had glasses on. She was like doing something, I don't know. And I kicked the ball so fucked up that it fucking right in her face. And that was the first time I kicked it. And it hit her hard.
You heard
and I felt bad, but I was like, I didn't mean to do that. I'm gonna leave. I left. Never went back to that thing ever again. So I don't know. She might be fucked up now. I don't know. But sorry if you're listening. That was me.
She's waiting. She's still here.
That was me.
Ian says probably parents getting triggered about their kids getting hit in the face. Yeah, well, I should have taught them better.
Oh, I forgot to mention her glasses flew off too. That's why I brought up glasses.
There was a story.
They might have
once.
broke too. I don't know. I didn't stay there.
There was a story once where between my friends in high school, and they told me all this because I had a different lunch than them, and they were like, and this is the way they tell it. I remember the story. They still confirm like every single detail. So I know what happened. Is that it snowed outside? They're having like just a small little snowball fight, just not really like crazy, but just there was like all right, one of the guys all right, toss it in it, and then one of my friends Matt packs one up, tosses it, and right when there, he just this fucking random girl just like walks right in the middle, just
Oh no.
and just keeps
Hey,
walking.
maybe it was the same girl.
Yeah, she transferred over, and she walks all fucking like okay, my friend's
I'm
like,
leaving.
and her man's like, I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry. She's kind of walked off. And like, all right, whatever. And like 2 minutes later, one of the security guards came. Hey, did you fucking throw that snowball at her? He's like, I didn't mean to. Yeah, well, it had a rock in it.
So this is why I was into floor hockey the most, because you could get away with fucking people up a bit in floor
Yeah,
hockey.
you get away with
That
throwing
was
rocks
just
at people
more
in hockey.
commonly expected thing.
Oh
Yeah.
man, but just
It was actually encouraged. Break a couple teeth.
Yeah,
allowing.
fucking go ahead and shoulder tackle people. Who
I'm-
gives a shit? It's fucking hockey.
I'm seeing people like try to rationale allowing dodgeball to be played in a school setting before, during, or after school creates an opportunity for aggressive behavior and teaches teachers and school administration not allow it under any circumstance.
Pussies.
Look, I grew up aggressive, and now I'm in HR. It's fine.
Yeah, it's fine. He's never aggressive anymore. And now he just collects video games like a fucking
Dodgeball
loser.
was fun. I
True.
fucking love dodgeball. That was a good ass.
Yeah,
game.
Dodgeball's great. Dodgeball's
Uh,
fun. Not the movie. The movie's good too.
Dodge a
Yes.
wrench, you can dodge a ball.
Yeah. And then he dies.
No
by,
one makes me bleed my
Irish-
own blood.
Look of the look of the Irish sign kills him.
Yeah, it's so good.
Yeah.
All right,
That's a fun
David.
movie.
What else you got?
I don't want to watch that movie again because I know it's probably not going to age that well. But it's like
I
don't
feel
know.
like
I've seen it so many times though.
yeah, it was always on fucking on like USA.
It has a good unrated cut because it has one of my favorite lines ever. It's like you're about as useful as a cock flavored lollipop. I'm like, all right, that's good. in the PG-13 one, obviously it doesn't say that.
All right, David. We interrupted you again. Go ahead.
So the last two things that I got, just have completed box and then all the new stuff that I got. This one I ended up picking up the case and manual for Sonic's Ultimate Genesis Collection. One of my first few platinums. Very happy to have that. completed
Fucking
box
sweet.
again. This one I paid for the case and game. I already had the case and manual, so now I have it complete in box and I'm just gonna sell the game. But Sega Sports, NHL, speaking of hockey, All-Star Hockey for Game Gear. Happy to have that complete in box for pretty cheap. And then for the rest of the stuff that I got here, these are all brand new to the collection. Shout outs to Wario64, the man, the myth, the legend. He grabbed Lollipop Chainsaw, brand new.
Yeah, I was thinking about it, but I already have my original copy. I was like, fuck it.
Got this for $1. GameStop, Evolve, hell yeah.
Hell yeah, can't play that anymore.
Technically, actually, you can play
No.
if you just use the disc, you can play a single player mode for it.
No.
Yes.
Oh, all right.
Fable 3, got that completed box now.
Hell yeah.
Happy to have that in the collection.
Well, I say hell yeah, but that's the weakest of the three, but still.
It's the weakest of the three, but I've still had
I still like it.
From what I've played, I have enjoyed it. I've not actually finished Fable 3 myself.
Yeah. Oh, so you didn't get to the worst part. All right.
Fair.
Yeah.
I watched the fiance go through it, and watching her deal with the time management bullshit.
The Mass
seemed
Effect 3 of
frustrating.
its day, where it just completely fucks up the ending. It's
And then again, shout outs to Wario64, another game I got brand new because of that. The legend, the myth itself, Sonic 06.
oh yeah, I have
Brand
that.
spanking new, beautiful.
Classic game.
Then picked this up. This was an interesting find. Managed to get this for only a few bucks. Brand new, but I ended up opening up so far. And that is Prototype 2, the random
yeah.
edition.
Prototype 2 super good.
Hell yeah. I haven't played it yet. I played the first one and really enjoyed the first one.
I bought that
Yeah.
game like so many times. I feel like it kept showing for $5, and I would just get it and trade it for something else.
Yeah.
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 I tried when Rush 4 had Microsoft show up with the Series X. Like, okay, cool, let me try it. It's sold out immediately. I think it's because I bought one on Microsoft's website before. Might have been because every time I do it, it says immediately cart is at max capacity or something like that. I don't know if that's what it just says all the time or not.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. Maybe.
Possibly. I
But
still have not had any luck getting my hands on a Series X.
well, I was gonna tell you, there's good news for you. Xbox Series X
I didn't get you one.
are actually going up in prices for scalpers because they're harder to find. PS5s are going down, so
Oh, I go.
that's not good news actually. That sucks for you.
Yeah, I was about to say that's not good news at all.
They've
It's good
been
news. It's good news for him when it comes to PS5 though.
I'm sure eventually I'll get
It's
one,
still
you know?
hard to find, and he still got one for fucking regular price, and took his fucking sweet time paying that
Oh
off.
yeah.
I won't let it
Listen
go.
here.
It's-
Anyways, so the rest of the stuff I got, I picked this up for a few bucks. I was really excited to have this, especially after completing this game. Happy to have it physically in the collection. Good old Slime Rancher.
Good old Slime Rancher.
Got this for $1, which was hilarious.
Another dollar game. Wow.
Yeah, another dollar game.
Let me
not a
guess. You
GameStop.
said hilarious. Let me guess. Battleborn again. You got another copy.
No. Although I did see Battleborn at GameStop for $1, and I kicked myself
Battlefront.
because I paid $4 for it on eBay. But
Yeah.
this I got for $1 on eBay. Dragon Age Inquisition.
Wow. Okay, that's not bad.
Still need to play the second one at some point.
Second one I liked actually. I never played the first one though.
Played the first one, thought it was fine, but never got
Dragon
around to
Age
playing
2
the
is if you took Dragon Age 1 and turned it into a Mass Effect game, like
Gotcha.
structure wise.
If-
Like just
So I
the,
might
like the
actually
way
like
the
it more
world.
then.
Is there any
Yeah, I
benefit
mean-
to getting a selling game for $1 on eBay?
There's
There's a couple sellers. Actually, no. There's a couple sellers I follow that they will only put up games as like they'll start at 99 cents, free shipping, and just let games go. And so I'll go ahead and I'll throw a bunch of $3 bids on a bunch of shit just to be like, see what I'll get. This is one of the few times where I got stuff for like fucking nothing.
Okay, so you did a bid and they got fucked. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say, but
So
they get like no benefit
They
out of
paid
that.
out of pocket for that. Yeah, I mean, if you cancel it though, that could affect your
Yeah.
store. So that's a loss you have to take.
So that's one of those things that, no one apparently wanted to bid on that. That's fine. I got that for $1.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Weird that nobody wants to buy a 7-year-old fucking game everybody has. It's really strange. It's almost like they should have
if we're
just
talking
put it
a
up for
20-year-old game, everyone wants that.
Yeah, that's true. But Dragon Age also Inquisition, I think, is on Game Pass technically, right?
Oh, is it?
Yeah, because of
I guess
EA.
if you have Game Pass, you have EA
Yeah.
Play, so or Plus,
Gotcha.
or whatever the fuck it's called. EA plays
Um,
their thing, their show. Yeah, good.
Got this for a few bucks as well. I've been meaning to play these at some point, but got Dragon Quest Heroes there. Excited to play
I
that
see.
at some point. Got this for. I had a lot of store credit saved up on PlayAsia because I get a lot of pre-orders on there now.
Yeah, they
especially
give
now.
you a good amount of trade credit, or at least, but they do
The
only for
coins
me.
there.
Yeah, the coins. The reason why I say that is because I just started getting stuff from PlayAsia, so I immediately I only bought like a couple things. I had like $7 of credit, but that's because I think when you sign up, you get $5.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get $5 worth of credit when you sign up, and
Yeah.
you get more as you order. So I had like a good $15 of credit. So I ended up getting this after shipping and handling and discount codes and all that. I ended up getting this for like $15. But I got the Rainbow Moon set for
Okay.
PlayStation 4, completely new. Came with the soundtrack, which they don't advertise that comes with the soundtrack on the site. So that was kind of a pleasant surprise to me.
They probably can't get rid of the fucking shit. That's probably why.
It sucks because like I was curious about getting the Vita version, but the Vita they wanted $60 for. I was like, ugh, I can't.
Yeah.
I can't
I got it.
justify that right now.
I got it when Limited Run released that. That was like one of their first ones.
Yeah, that was one of the ones I kicked myself for not getting when I had the chance because I played. I haven't finished Rainbow Moon, but I enjoyed from what I played back on the PS3. I thought it was a really fun kind of Chrono Trigger inspired RPG. And I keep telling myself one of these days I'll go back to it, but I look at the how long to beat in fucking hours. I'm like, one day I'll go to that. But speaking of limited run style services, the last thing I picked up here is a special reserve games that finally fucking came in. I've played this a bit on PC, but I haven't finished it, and I wanted to wait for the PS4 version to fully go through it. I fucking loved what I played of this though, and that's Mother Russia Bleeds.
Oh, wow.
Fantastic
I
fucking
guess, yeah.
beat 'em up.
Actually, I forgot I have a special reserve game.
Before Gore gets to that, Shout out to our California friends with that earthquake. Hope you guys are all right. I guess.
Oh, they have an
Yeah,
earthquake going on?
they have a little one, but it's funny because I follow a lot of people from California. Every time you're in California, there's an earthquake. Everyone's obligatory is, anyone feel the earthquake?
Anybody feel that earthquake?
Mm.
Yes.
Anybody feel
Yes.
So
that?
if you had that
Yeah,
earthquake,
we all live in California too.
you know the exact moment we're recording this.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Right when the earthquake hit. And you know what? I feel like a lot of times when we record a podcast, something bad happens. So I don't know. Maybe we shouldn't record these anymore.
Or sometimes something good
And
happens.
it's just gonna lead up to like, oh, there's an asteroid
Yeah,
coming.
I mean, COVID
Well,
started because of this podcast.
That's true. COVID just immediately broke out. That guy ate that soup right when we were recording a podcast.
Borat.
So, yeah. They were filming Borat too, right when we were recording a podcast. Oops. Anyway, they skinned what's his name and made him a chair right when we fucking. I can't remember his name. I just watched the movie again. I still can't remember. Azamad, thank you. If his name was like Frank, I'd probably remember it. Actually, I think isn't the actor's name like Dave or something?
I think so. It's something easy.
I think it is. Or Ken or something.
I think is this recently? I don't know if it's recently, but we're officially in endemic status with the pandemic. No, it's like actually like
yeah.
Like,
endemic. Okay, don't worry. It's gonna start back up after. So
that's not a good thing. It's saying that.
Endemic's bad. I thought it was like
endemic means that it's gonna be just kind of a thing now, which I mean we kind of all assumed.
Well, they should pick a different name for that. That sounds like it's ending. Unless he means the world.
Yeah. Which case, that's a great name.
All right. Well, that's just called the apocalypse. So.
All right, Gore, what'd you get?
I've seen Mad Max movies. All right, so let me just start. Wait, that was it, right? You said it was. Wait, you didn't get your limited run game?
No.
You know? No. All right, well I'll show that first. Cause I got it.
Oh wait, no, yes I did. Actually.
I was about to say. Yeah, there you go. So I got it too. Yeah, you got it.
Oh yeah.
There you go.
Oh yeah. This should be the thumbnail right here.
No.
Fuck you.
There you go. Fuck you. Anyway, yeah. So I wanted to play that, so I actually unboxed it. So anyway, I got that. Good little collector's edition. So shout out to the limited run on that one. I mean, I don't usually open mine.
Read the manual or anything like that.
Yeah, I figured that. So I didn't even fucking do that. I also got this from Special Reserve. I actually forgot I ordered this. I've heard this is a really good visual novel, kind of similar to the bar game where you're
Valhalla.
What is it called? Valhalla. It's called the Red Strings Club.
I have that on Switch. I've been meaning to play that.
Yeah, I have it on Switch also, so I'm just gonna keep.
Yeah, Special Reserve has some really good covers for that stuff.
I swear I was like one of the first people to fucking order this, and I got like a shit number, so that's upsetting.
I don't think it matters. They just kind of shuffle it anyway.
I know, but I want fucking a low number. The fuck.
I'm excited for that one game. That one game that's only physical still to come out. I forget what it's called.
Demon Throttle. They actually just announced that it's getting the pre-order is getting pushed back a little bit, so extended until November. So they also will have a gameplay thing where they explain the game a little bit more soon. So yeah. Anyway, I picked up a couple of. I'm in the Phoenix Wright mood, so I had to pick up a couple of the ones I'm missing in my DS collection. I used to have these games, I just didn't have them anymore. So I didn't have the original Phoenix Wright again. These games are going up in price, so you might want to get them. And then I got Justice for All. I have like every other Phoenix Wright game, so I had to complete the collection.
Oh yeah.
So I got those two. I did pick up WarioWare Get Together. Fun. I thought I would not like the whole like your character and stuff. And it definitely does take away from some of the weirdness, I feel like, because now it's just like you're focusing on that character more so than you're focusing on the weird shit that's happening. Mm-hmm. That's just me though, but and also I feel like WarioWare Gold's story so far was a little bit better. Like not the story.
The voice acting not being in that game too is weird.
There's a little bit of voice acting.
Oh, okay.
Just a little.
I thought there's none at all.
Yeah, no, there's not every line is voice acting, but there's some. So like, say they'll just say like, "Oh yeah," or like they'll just say like, "Wah," yeah. He'll say Wario sometimes, shit like that. I picked this up because Amazon finally had it in stock. I've actually been trying to get this for months. Ys Origin.
I'm still waiting on mine to ship.
Oh, you got it also.
Yeah, I got that from Mario 64 as well, and mine still hasn't shipped.
I ordered that, I think, a month and a half ago, so
Same.
took a little while. I should have showed this when I showed the Ace Attorney games. They had this. I think it's still on sale for like $20. So I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I got the Ace Attorney, the complete first season, the anime. Supposedly, some copies they fucked up. I haven't checked it yet. They fucked up and actually gave a digital copy of the second season. So I haven't tried that yet. So I might have gotten the entire series right here. I'm not sure. I have to open and see. Not that it matters because Funimation. If you have an account, that's free anyway, which I do. $21, I think, which I thought was great, and it's the first season. And I heard the anime.
Anime was pretty good.
Yeah, well, I watched the bloopers recently because it was just in my suggestions, and they're fucking great. They were Ghost Stories levels of funny. You remember the dub for Ghost Stories? You ever listen to that?
Oh,
Ghost Stories. The one with the
yes. The really horribly racist one, yes.
Yeah, well, yeah. I love that they turned. I just love the idea that they turned this anime from Japan that was probably just like some kids and ghosts and stuff. They're like Ghostbusters kind of or something, or they're investigating ghosts or whatever. And they turned this anime to everybody's a horrible racist.
Well, I mean,
it's the funniest shit I've ever.
It's on my list still. I need to watch that.
Fucking funny.
I mean, that's horrible.
I just watched the edited version, but no, that's hilarious. They turned all these characters because the show didn't do well in Japan, so they said, "Fuck it, do whatever you want with it." And then whoever was working on it said,
do whatever you want.
We're gonna turn every character into a horrible person.
But the best instance of that, honestly, still to this day is Shin-Chan. 100%.
That's straight up if Gore if Gore just got the rights to a random fucking Japanese anime and they just said literally, fuck it, we literally don't give a shit, do whatever you want with it. That's the first thing that popped in Gore's mind. And if he knew he could,
that's the kind of.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, that's the kind of dub that makes you want to do voice acting. It's just like I get to do whatever the fuck I want.
Yeah.
Anyway. It's great. The bloopers are really good. I mean, they're just bloopers. So randomly, whoever voices Phoenix just randomly will just say, "I'm a fucking bitch." Just randomly, just hear that. I'm like, what? Anyway, I'll show this first, and then I'll get to the others. I picked this up, Samurai Warriors 4. It was cheap. That's the only reason I got it. I don't give a fuck about these games, but got it for cheap. Got some more PS5 games, of course. I already talked about. I got Deathloop, got it. I also have the Steelbook. I got it from Best Buy, so got that Steelbook.
Is the game selling really well, or is it just low print?
I think it. I don't know. I'm assuming it's not that low print because fucking Sony was advertising the shit out of it. So I assume that they had a pretty decent print, but they weren't expecting it to sell as much. I mean, they should have expected because PS5 right now is. Not that it has a drought, but like obviously this game's coming out.
It still could use more.
Yeah. Like the last big game was Ratchet and Clank. That was 3 months ago, and we're still in the first year of release. I feel like there should be a lot more. And Ratchet and Clank is a 15-hour game. Everybody's done with that most likely. But yeah, definitely, it's doing well. I'm assuming it's sold out fucking everywhere, so I'm assuming it's doing well. But you know what? Tales of Arise is also sold out in a lot of places. So.
You know, it's funny because like everywhere around here, I can find fucking Tales of Arise, no problem.
I want to get that game so bad, but I'm like, oh fuck, it's gonna be like 60 hours long. Like,
that's why I haven't bothered with it. I mean, I'm tempted just because like Walmart has it for a few bucks off, so I'm like, yeah, maybe I'll get it for a little bit cheaper. But that's a game that they're already estimating is gonna be the best-selling game in the franchise.
Yeah, so I think it already is.
That's gonna become a hard-to-find game.
I think it's already the best-selling one since like I forgot which title they said.
I think Symphony.
Yeah, probably Symphony. Yeah, Symphony was the first one in America, I guess. Really, technically.
Technically, like, because I think. No, there was Tales of Destiny on PS1 was the first.
Oh yeah.
But
That's
Symphony was like the first
Symphony
big one in the
Symphonia,
US.
you're talking about. Not Symphony.
Symphonia, yeah.
Yeah.
The game.
Symphony is Castlevania.
Yeah. Symphony of the Night. Tales
Symphony of the Night.
Symphony of the Night.
I still picked this up. Of course, listen to this shit. You hear this? It's loose disc. You can't hear that.
Literally, they're gonna always be like that. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, not everyone. Deathloop didn't come like that. So hey.
Hey, my son.
And of course, that's the one I definitely wanted open. So what the fuck? What are you gonna say?
My Sonic game, not like that.
Yeah, well, that's PS3 case.
PS
Those
yeah,
have
Yeah,
a good.
but, yeah, even on PS3, I've had some loose fucking
Sometimes,
games
yeah,
in
yeah,
it,
yeah.
like
but it's
Nier,
been
For sure.
like I feel like more games than not on PS4 and 5 are loose.
Yeah. I actually heard this game's kind of fun, and it was like $16 on Amazon, and you know me, I'm buying PS5 games left and right. So I got Can't Drive This.
Can't drive
It
this.
was actually Dude, Can't Drive This. Dun. I actually heard that new cruising game is pretty good.
Yeah, I bought that actually because
Yeah.
it's
Did you? Okay.
it's selling out and it
Yeah, I saw it selling out.
and Best Buy had
My
a
GameStop still has it, so
and Best
I
Buy
might
had a
get
$10 gift card if you bought it.
Yeah, I saw that too. Um, I want to use my trade credits. I'm probably not good. I'll probably just get a GameStop tomorrow. I'm going there. And the last thing I got for PS5 was Terminator Resistance Enhanced. This is the Peggy one, because the regular English one, the good one, because you know America. That one goes for more. So I got this for 35. So I was like, fuck it. I really want to play this game eventually. And I did technically play the first couple hours, and I liked what I played. But this is the enhanced version. So and this is the one where you can play as a Terminator. So
Hell yeah.
you know, you gotta take your Terminator where you can get it, even if it's a mediocre game. But
I still
anyway,
have
that's
that on
that's
Xbox.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
hey,
still have it on
David, you ever
Xbox.
shipped off sold a laptop or even Gore?
No, I haven't.
What?
Have you guys ever shipped or sold off a laptop, had to mail it?
I've
Yeah.
never.
How much did it cost?
Probably a lot. So you want to ship that pretty well.
Like 20
Um,
bucks.
$20?
I don't know. How heavy is it? Is it an older one? That's
No, it's like
fucking heavy
it's
piece of
a
shit?
Surface Pro. It's like a tablet, so it's not that much.
You just weigh it. Just weigh it and look it up. You can just
Okay.
do that. Put it in the box, protect it,
Email it.
then weigh the box. That's what I
Okay.
do. Like you have a scale, I assume, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, just if it's too light to weigh it, then just get your fat ass on the scale and
Yeah.
then weigh yourself, and then pick the thing up, and then
Because I'm trying
But,
to get rid of my
see a difference.
my Surface Pro 6 and get one of those it's overly expensive fucking tablets that it's only there it feels like paper but it's just for writing on it. Like
God,
none,
I'm
none
so
of
glad I
the,
don't give a shit about that.
none of the external apps. I'm looking for it just because I need minimal distractions whenever I'm on anything, and if I'm on my laptop making notes, it's everything's everywhere. If I'm on my phone making notes, the notes are all scattered everywhere. So I just want something that's super, just not distracted, just make it clean, cut like that. And I usually I always better when I'm writing. At Becky says yo yo yo. What's up, at Becky?
Yo, what's up?
We chilling.
We're still in the what we got phase,
Yeah,
so this is gonna be a
hell
long ass podcast.
When is Gore 2 coming out? He says.
Gore 2 Electric Boogaloo.
I can't confirm when, but
Or
How many death loops?
it's still being worked on. George R. R. Martin's still writing the story.
Yeah.
So.
All right. Let's see.
What'd you get? Or wait, David, what'd you get? No, you already did. What'd you
Yeah,
get?
what'd you
They
get?
already did me.
Yeah, David, what else did you get?
Let's
You got
see.
more? You holding out on us?
All right. Well,
You don't know that.
funny enough, Gore and I kind of mashed a lot this week, so I also
Oh,
got
yeah,
a WarioWare
Yeah.
and Ys Origin.
Hell yeah.
David didn't get it.
Nah,
Fucker.
I didn't even know what the fuck this
Oh,
game
wait,
was, but I know
They're-
people
Mine's
were.
supposed to ship at the end
You
of the
don't know what
month.
Ys
I'm
is?
fucking pissed.
No, I
You
just
don't know
know
what the
this
E
is.
series is?
I've heard of it, but I know. What the fuck?
I never played that.
I'm not playing that shit. The fuck? It's the kind of gamer
Well,
I
then why'd you
am.
buy it? The fuck? Then why'd you buy
I
it?
expect you to at least have a cursory knowledge of it. It's it's not quite up there with a Final Fantasy or Dragon Quest, but it's still pretty up there.
Yeah,
Final
fucker.
Fantasy VII Remake was my first Final Fantasy game, David.
Yeah, but you've
Yeah,
heard
but
of
you
Final
at least
Fantasy.
knew what a Final Fantasy was.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah,
you know
but
what
I
you
went-
know what a Grandia is.
I didn't.
Yeah, but you do now.
I do now.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, I grabbed this because I feel like that's a
Yeah, I got the two.
cheap little game to just nice to have. $20. Why not?
Yeah, a quick little game. Finish that in a
Quick
couple
little
hours.
game. Before I shut
I
off,
almost want to get the upgraded version, but I'm I've already
It's on
done
Game
120
Pass still, right?
hours
Or no,
on
it's
it.
leaving.
It's leaving.
again.
It's yeah.
I think it's leaving. And I'm only 10 hours in the Switch version. I'm okay to back out and start
Yeah,
again.
it'll look better on Series X. Anyway.
Saw this.
That's not a game you want to play on the go anyway, because you'll be fucking playing it for the next 10 years.
Plus, I
of your
want some
life
good. I
on
want
the
some good
go.
performance. I like the art a lot too. So
Yeah.
I saw this. I wasn't gonna buy it, and then I saw someone in the reviews made it look really cool with some LEDs. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna do that. So I got this area
Oh,
sword.
yeah. I was about to buy that and it sold out.
Yeah.
buy that.
I mean, it's all right. It was pretty cheap, but I
Yeah, it was
saw.
like fucking $12 or some shit.
Yeah, but I saw someone like line this with like LED, so there's like a real energy storage.
Oh, was it a custom job?
No, it was just someone that I think it's like mom made it for like her kids like Halloween costume or something. And I said it was like super cheap just to line it up with that and make it like light up. So I was like, okay, cool.
So it
I'll do
was a custom job. That's why I said.
I think like
It
someone
didn't come with the LEDs.
actually no, it's like I think it's like actually like going super crazy with it. Yeah.
Well, yeah, they build their own energy store and then put up a review of their own energy store on this one on Amazon.
I mentioned
I don't know about this one, but my energy store is sick as
I
fuck.
mentioned last week I had something that I forgot to show off because I had it over here on the side, which is weird. It was my biggest thing to have to show off, but I was in a tired mindset. I got this. It's cosmetically damaged, missing a couple things, but I got it for like really cheap, so I'm okay with it. So I'm gonna clean up a little bit and see if I can find some parts for it. But I joined David on this fucking
Hell yeah,
orange
nice.
GameCube thing. So I'm missing these things, which I could probably find online with some people making replacement cover parts of it.
And honestly, a couple of them one of them you won't even need.
I
Honestly,
don't need either of
one
them,
you really need.
but it's just nice to at least cover it. And then let's see, what was the major scuff? Like you can kind of see like on the corners or some. Let me see. You can kind of see a little bit some scratches there.
Yeah.
There was like one deep one somewhere. I forget where this was.
Are you gonna put a GC loader in it?
Yeah, I might. When you're
think that's
talking about that
called
too, with all that.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, I might. But pretty much mostly just needs a clean up and maybe just like a little bit of TLC. It has some scuff marks. I gotta figure out what to do with that. But once I get those covers, and yeah, I'll figure out some maybe even Game Boy player. David, if you see another orange.
Yeah, they're usually for like $50 on eBay.
And I have a disc, so that's fine with me.
You won't ever use the disc anyways. That's fine.
Yeah, but I got it.
No, it's. I mean, that's
No,
good
you
for
won't.
collection, but honestly, the emulation's a lot better if you use the custom firmware versus the official disc.
Yeah, well, I can fuck around with that one too because it's a modern one. Before I get to my next one, Shrek the Musical 25 says hello. What's up, Shrek the Musical?
What's up, Shrek the Musical?
I want to tell the story real quick.
I gotta take a crap. That's all I from it.
So I've talked about this for the last couple weeks.
Sorry, that was a fat bastard.
I talked about this for the last couple weeks. I'm slowing down a little bit on my more smaller purchase, which shout out. We'll talk about this when we get it. Shout outs to Gore. I already got it before you let me know, but I appreciate it. You let me know too because I would have missed it otherwise probably had I just not looked at my phone at that exact moment.
Right.
I literally
Did you get the other thing too that I said?
No, I should have.
If you could have, you should have, because you could probably sell that. And
yeah, I saw how much it was, but I was like, nah, I'm already spending more money.
Wario 64 didn't even post that. I was like, hey, Wario 64, you want to post this? And he ignored me.
Yeah, it was.
I found a good deal before he did.
Fucking coward.
Coward.
I was
sold out.
I saw it too when you had sent that too, and I was like, I should, but I was already spending way too much, and I started like winding down on some of this. But yeah. So spoiler. I don't really care. We got. Oh, you don't want to spoil it?
No, we
Okay.
went all the way around and not spoiling it the entire time. And
I didn't think it was a point. I was just gonna say it, but whatever.
It's a big thing. It's a big.
But yeah, so I'll tell a story at least of that before I get to this next thing. Is the cell reception at my work is really bad, and then like internet, I'm like barely on my phone. There's like very little time to ever be on my phone. And so I'm that's why I'm so out of the loop as of now, and probably will be for whenever I'm at work doing these podcasts. It's hard for me to like keep up with a lot of video game news until I find a better balance with that. But like for any of these presentations that happen, I think literally the only thing that ever spoiled out of any single one of these presentations in the last like month and a half was Axiom Verge 2. Which I thought that was like I thought that was the ending one. And it was like a fucking montage one. Which like, oh,
right,
all right. But yeah, so I've like no spoilers whatsoever. By the time I get out of work, the presentation's been like 2 hours past or 3 hours past, so I can just watch a reaction and not get spoiled. But yeah, I just happened to be like someone just called me, and then the phone call ended, and I was happy to look at my alerts, and I saw like 45 seconds ago where I posted Annapurna. Well, I said it, whatever. All that. I don't
This
care.
motherfucker.
This
He's
motherfucker.
spoiling my big purchase. Cocksucker.
But I was like, cool. Then shout out to Gore for letting me know, because otherwise, if I had not looked down there and just not seen that, I would have just probably thought, okay, nothing happened until Gore replied to me. So
Right.
Yeah, I am pissed. I missed out on just the what.
I didn't know you wanted it, David. I would have tagged you.
Yeah.
But you should always.
I
have
didn't know
Larson
either,
Corn.
because I had
No,
asked
I do
you.
have it. It's just he put up the bundle. Because we've talked
Yeah.
about this in the past.
Well,
I
it is
don't
a
give a
bundle.
fuck about the bundle. I just want what
Oh.
That's what you're talking about.
Yeah.
But I didn't see that until I already bought the bundle, and then I posted, and then I think it was sold out like 2 minutes later.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and I saw the post about the bundle like 7 minutes later, and I didn't think anything of it. And then that's when I started seeing posts from him and then like the comment thread saying, "Oh, and like individual games are on there
Yeah, the
too." And I was
individual.
like,
That was the only one that was available. Donut County, I think, might have been.
yeah,
available
Donut County
too.
and What Remains of Edith Finch. I didn't give a fuck
Yeah.
about Donut County. What Remains
Yeah.
of Edith Finch, I genuinely want physical at some point. And so when I
Yep.
saw that
That's
got put
expensive
back up
too,
on
so.
individual, I was like, God damn it.
You should have just got the. If you just want What Remains of Edith Finch, you
I
just
got the
got
bundle to sell everything else.
You would actually probably made a
That's a
profit.
really good collection, honestly. Like almost
Yeah,
every
like-
game in there is a
The
banger.
only game I don't give a fuck about there. I mean,
Is
I never
Donut
played
County.
Gorogo. Where the fuck was that?
Gorogoa
Gorogoa. As like my
is
first
Donut
name.
County. That's the one you don't care about, right?
Donut County is the only one. I just don't like the humor. I like the
See,
gameplay was
I-
fun. It's just, I didn't like the humor.
I
And
watched
that was
the
most of
playthrough
it.
I watched the playthrough of Donut County and thought it was fine. Thought it was a cute little
Yeah.
game. Not one I'd ever play myself, but I like the playthrough I saw of it. And What Remains of Edith Finch, we talked about that on the podcast.
Yeah,
If you're
that
new
was
to the show, go watch your Games Gone By and What Remains of Edith Finch. Hell of a heel face turn on that one. But that one I
Heel.
genuinely want physical because that is still a breathtaking fucking game. So I do want that physically in my collection.
Yeah, let me know if it happens again. I'll grab it. I'm not too big, but I'd rather just have the collection. That's the one I wanted for sure. And
I don't
Oh,
give a shit about
did
the
you
collection.
see? I'm sure nobody cares here, but NIS America is putting up the Danganronpa
Danganronpa.
trilogy recently.
Yeah, I was
that's
I was
super
tempted
expensive.
by it.
yeah,
Yeah,
I was like,
I bought it.
fuck, I should have sold it.
I bought it because even though I'm getting it on Switch, I want it.
Is it?
That's
it's,
what made me kind of go.
Totally.
Yeah, it's because I'm already getting the Decadence one, which comes
Which will
with the
include
extra
more.
game in it.
Yeah.
So
I'm getting the collector's edition of the Decadence one too, so it's just like
I'm
that's
just
another
getting the regular.
$100 right there.
Hey,
Hey, you know what? It's good, man. Everything's getting delayed, so all these other games I'm paying for, like, you know, I don't
So-
even worry about.
You'll have the thousands of hours to do Danganronpa.
so that
Yeah.
that game,
I'm considering playing the first two games.
It's from a-
again,
it's
and
from a
those
different-
games are long as fuck.
it's from a different publisher, so that means I guess the first run copy is probably still gonna stay pretty expensive though.
Yeah.
So
Because technically NAS doesn't have publishing rights anymore for it, so it must have been one of those things where they found extra stock.
It was a lot of demand. No. They reprinted it because
Oh, did
supposedly
they?
it said it was a fan selected or whatever. So
Yeah.
and they sent out a survey a few months ago saying which one of these games do you want reprinted, and it was that and Ease 8, and I think a bunch of other games, but the ones that people really wanted were Ease 8 because that's hard to find, and Danganronpa trilogy. And supposedly it was reprinted. That's what I keep hearing is that they actually reprinted it.
I'm eyeballing
Because
that.
why have a survey saying you want us to reprint these and then just we found some shit in the back, like why didn't you just put those up?
I'm eyeballing this fucking collection. I'm super excited. Like I like Donut County too. So literally, I think.
I like the game. I don't like the story.
I enjoyed it.
Fair.
I don't know what it was about it, but I
it's
enjoyed
just
it.
and also it's just like it's just the humor.
No, I can
don't
see why you
like.
wouldn't like it. I kind of it didn't mind me, but Edith
It's
Finch,
cute, I guess.
Watam, Sayonara Wild Hearts,
Watam looks great. So.
Kentucky Route Zero, and Donut County. The only ones I haven't played are Telling Lies, Outer Wilds,
Outer
and
Wilds,
Gorogoa.
yeah. Before I really wanted it for was Edith Finch, Watam, Outer Wilds, and Telling Lies. Telling Lies is the Sam Barlow game
Hmm.
from the guy that did her story.
Yeah,
It's also I think, and it also has my boy Logan Marshall Green,
yeah,
fake Tom Hardy
like,
as
I
everybody
think-
calls.
I can see people not liking Donut County, which is fine. But I think personally, I think every single game on there is a banger.
I like the game. I just don't like the overall story. And most of it is fucking. I was like, fuck me. I was just like skipping dialogue. I'm like quickly reading it, like not reading the full thing. I'm just like, oh, yep, no, another stupid sentence, and just keep going. I'm like, god damn, there's a lot of dialogue for this
Sure.
fucking game where you're just a hole and you make things disappear in your hole.
God, if
Sounds
they ever
a
made a
little
fucking
naughty, however.
if they ever made a part 2 of of a collection like that, and it's gonna have like 12 minutes in it and stuff like that, it's gonna be pretty cool.
Yeah, they will. They will. 100%.
It has to
They'll
be with
have they'll
Xbox
have
though,
that.
right?
They'll have Artful Escape too. Yeah, it'll have to be like because those are 2 exclusive ones.
Because they have
Artful
like
Escape will be there
because
for
they
sure.
got like what's that one on PS5? The Masker. It was the PS Plus game.
Oh, Manifest Garden. That's already
No,
on
no, no,
98
no,
bit.
no.
Which one? I don't know.
What the fuck?
Masquerade.
Was that what it was?
Masquerade.
I think
I don't know what
so.
you're talking
The PS5 PS Plus game
Like
that was
kind
like
of
in
puzzle
March.
game.
Yeah.
Manifest Garden. Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
forget what it's
I
called.
do know what you're talking about. Manifest Garden was, I think, also free at one point.
Yeah.
It might have been. Sure.
Oh yeah, that really. Finch was literally the only physical edition that they put back up. That's funny.
Yeah, yeah. I think Donut County might have been up for like
Yeah,
a minute,
Donut County and What Remains of Edith Finch were up for like 5 minutes, and that was.
I don't even see Donut County
Yeah.
on here though. Everything else.
Donut
sold
County
out
was
there.
up shorter. I think they had less for Donut County because there's no way in hell people bought that over fucking.
Oh, yeah, there's
Edith
Donut County. I
Finch.
see it now.
Because Edith Finch was up for a little bit longer than Donut County. Because I was considering, maybe I'll buy this one too, just like to resell or something, and it was sold out. I was like, all right, well, fuck it, let me get Edith Finch.
Nice. But yeah, I'm excited for that one. So thank you, Gore.
Hell
And then
yeah.
so I
didn't
to
do
go
it,
back
but you're
to
welcome.
bring back to it. Well, either way, I appreciate that you go look it out. To bring back to it, I've told it before. As I'm trying to wind down my lower purchases, just get the grails, get this out of the way. I found someone selling Barman 64: The Second Attack on on eBay. They were selling it for 300. Which is what the game is going for. I lowballed at 200 and they accepted it. And I'm like, all right, cool. I didn't really think about it because, like, I mean, it's usual pictures of it. But I was like, you know what? I gotta check to see if it's fucking repro. So
Yeah.
I bring the envelope into the game shop because we do that there. And
You should buy a bit tool.
What was that?
So you can check. You should buy a bit tool.
Oh yeah,
It's
I
really
should
cheap
myself.
and-
I just take it to the game shop.
They're
They just
really
pop
cheap
it up
too.
real-
So.
Yeah.
And like, I'm sure they immediately looked at it and knew it was a repro.
Oh, I did too. We took
Oh,
that.
did you? Okay.
We took the envelope in. I hadn't opened it. I just brought it straight from where I picked it up, and I just took it in there. I was like, all right, guys, and I got scissors to open it, pull it out. I'm like, oh, that's fucking repro. And they look at, yeah, we don't. Even the girl from like 15 feet away, she looked up. No, I can tell it's repro from here because it was like
Yeah.
you can tell from the art. I'm like, motherfucker.
It was a really nice label, I bet. Like,
yeah, but
too
some
shiny.
some are the
There's
shiny
also
part. That's the
fucked up.
shiny part that you kind of notice.
Yeah, yeah. Because
Sometimes-
if it's like over a 20-year-old game, there's no way in hell. Unless it's like he was the neatest motherfucker ever.
So that's why some Bomber 64 Second Attack labels look really fucking good. And I was like, kind of.
it can also be, to be fair, it can also be a replacement label. Some people
I don't
might,
want that
like
shit.
fuck
Fuck.
it up too much.
But
well,
no,
yeah, but it's still a game.
I would gladly take a replacement label as long as the board is original.
Yeah, yeah.
Sure, I'd almost rather just have a kind of not like a fucked up one, but I'd rather just have like a kind of faded one or something like that. Just whatever. But I
Like, I have an original Pokemon Yellow and the label's fucked as shit. I'd be happy
That's
to
fine.
go ahead
I get
and
that.
just get a replacement one.
I had
Which
Pokemon
could be
Yellow
the story with
completely
this
mocked.
one here.
but I got the return approved. While I wasn't, I don't think she responded to anything, but he was like, yeah, we'll just return it and we'll give you your money back. I'm cool. So I'll send it out probably this weekend. But on top of that, that would be nice to have because I got another grail of mine. I got Ribbit King, and that's actually with the with the bonus disc in there too, full manual and all that
Ooh, good
stuff.
shit.
So
Cool.
got that for every ooh, and it comes with the registration. Oh.
Wow.
I don't give a fuck about the
Fancy.
registration, but people really do give a fuck about that when it comes to
Yeah,
Oh,
if
yeah,
people are
get it
looking
as
for
complete as
true
possible.
complete and ball.
Yeah, I don't personally give a fuck. Like I think my clock tower, I think 3 or 2 or whatever one doesn't have it. But I don't give a fuck. But
I
yeah,
wouldn't
so
consider it without it, like, not complete in box.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
how I feel. So if it's on there, whatever.
As long as it has the manual, the cover art, and the disc.
Yeah, that's how I
it's complete
feel.
in
So
box.
I didn't even buy this. I thought that was actually I got it for a little bit cheaper because I didn't know it had it. 'Cause it didn't say it had it. But cool, it's a little bit more.
You know,
price
modern gaming kind of sucks in that way, but it's also kind of cool because later on, like, you'll be like, "Oh man, this game's rare. Do I have? Oh, does it have the manual?" And you're like, "Oh, that's right. No fucking game has a manual."
Oh,
anymore.
Deathloop?
Don't
Think
worry
about
about
it, especially for like Vita titles and 3DS titles, because there
Yeah,
are
Vita,
a
for
few
sure.
select games that actually have manuals,
Like an
for the
insert.
consoles.
it.
Yeah.
I think Vita has like a couple like insert ones where it's like one of those faux
3DS has
manuals where you-
3DS has some manuals.
Oh, 3DS definitely has manuals.
Yeah.
Later on in 3DS,
Later on they didn't.
yeah, they didn't. They had just like the you know, like the registration insert,
Yeah.
and that was about it. Like Dragon Quest 8, I don't think has a manual, but and that's like one of the rarest 3DS games is that right now.
Do I have that?
Phoenix Wright, I think probably has a manual. I assume that does. Yeah, I'm not gonna get it, but I'm sure that has a manual because that was like 2014.
Yeah,
Like, it was like later in 3DS. I think Samus Returns doesn't have one, and like the later
yeah,
ones.
no. I think there was a certain year cutoff where they just stopped caring about it.
Where Gold doesn't have one. See, it has view the game manual right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's one of those fucking
Okay.
things. Which
Um,
suck.
but yeah, so I'm glad. Every so I was gonna say is every Grail that I end up getting, I found for maybe not significantly cheaper than it's worth, but at least like a good enough fraction where I felt comfortable buying it.
Right.
I have another one on the way. I'm working my way towards. There's one more I'm on my eyeball it's gonna end tomorrow. I'm gonna see if I can snipe it. But I think like at this point, if I land myself like a Cubivore or what's another like huge like a Pokemon box, which I don't really care that if I
No, Pokemon box shit.
if I had
Pokemon
that
are
fucking wild, but
expensive.
I think like if I land myself like a Cubivore or what's like another big one, what's that? What's I know like,
On GameCube, Go Hyper Grind or whatever the fuck.
yeah. So go Hyper Grind,
Gotcha Force.
Gotcha Force. Yeah, those are my three. That's what's so Gotcha Force, go Hyper Grind or
Darkness going
Cubivore.
up quite a bit too.
Which one?
Eternal Darkness.
Darkness.
That's still like a lower end.
Yeah, I got no. So what if I grab those three, or if I grab any one of those three, I should say, I think I'm just gonna go for a full collection. I think at that point, because like I'm starting to knock out
full
like
collection of GameCube games.
I see maybe not, but I'm gonna go for like
GameCube is a massive library.
upper
Yeah,
half is
there's
what
a-
I mean. Like, upper
Even
half
the
value-wise.
lower end titles, like just like if you get like multi-platform games, most of the time the GameCube one is the most expensive one.
Yeah, so I'm talking
Wii
like
U is still technically reasonable to get a whole library for, but that's still 114.
Yeah, it's
some odd
reasonable
games.
compared because it didn't get everything that PS2 and Xbox
Yeah.
got.
Yeah.
I
So,
might I'm gonna
has a
think about a
smaller
complete collection, but I think I'm gonna go for at least like the upper half of it.
Yeah.
Because I mean like at that point, I have I think like 74 GameCube games, and let me see, and that's like if and like 4 of those games are like pretty cheap. So let me scroll down really quick. The cheapest games I have in my collection for GameCube is Tonight Pro Skater 4, Army Man Sarge's War, Sims
yeah.
Busting Out, and NFL Blitz 2003. Each of these being either $10 or $11. So I can like those are like the weakest, and like I mean scroll up a little bit. I'm gonna have some stuff like Donkey Konga, which I think is worth more just because it's not counting the bongos being with it. But let me see really quick. So let me do some math here. So like on average per game, bless you. On average per game, I'm like at $59 per game on GameCube for every game that I have.
Gotcha.
So I'm trying to go for like I said, with everything with PS2, not necessarily PS3 that much, kind of sorta. PS2, PS1, and GameCube, I'm going for like the maximum that I can have with dollar ratio per game, without actually getting rid of stuff.
Man, it's gonna suck when fucking Nintendo announces the GameCube service and all these games go down.
Go
in price.
Hypergrind is fucking on there.
Yeah. You know what? Considering the weird fucking games they pick for SNES, I wouldn't be surprised if they did a GameCube one and they just pick like, Gotcha Force, Go Hyper Grind, games nobody fucking gives a shit about. Nah, no Mario shit. Fuck that. Fire Emblem? No. We're only doing the upper echelon titles. Billy Hatcher and the Giant Egg.
Yeah.
What's another fucking stupid one?
Let me wrap just like some of the ones on the
Geist.
upper end.
Geist. Yo,
You play Geist?
Dice has been going up
I
a
played
bit
it.
lately too, actually.
It has.
I'm sure it has.
So actually, Ribbon King is the second most valuable GameCube game I have. Right behind Fire Emblem by like $4. Chibi Robo, Skies of Arcadia, Pokemon XD, Def Jam, Pokemon Coliseum, Paper Mario, Gauntlet, Wario World. Like all those I listed are all complete in box too. At that point afterwards, then it's WarioWare and Metal Gear Solid. I need manuals still for too.
Yeah, because from on my end, I only have 13 GameCube games, but most expensive completed box game I have is I have the Zelda Collector's Edition set. Then all my loose shit that's worth a lot. I got Eternal Darkness, Resident Evil 3 is worth quite a bit.
Yeah.
the Zoid Battle Legends, and a few other games like that.
Mine's probably Chibi Robo. Second one's probably Resident Evil Code Veronica.
Hell yeah.
I don't know why that one the fuck expensive. Same fucking game, but whatever. Actually, it has some differences, but whatever. Yeah.
I think that's
That's
everything.
that. All right, cool. That's 2.5 hours in, and we're now at the trivia.
Not
Oh,
we're
yeah.
2 hours in. Excuse you.
I don't believe it. All right.
Fake news.
Fake
Big
news.
fucking news.
Let's see. Yeah, time for trivia. Luckily, I genuinely don't think the news is we're gonna keep that long on.
Yeah. You say us.
Yeah. I gotta pee.
Well, we're doing trivia. What the fuck? All right. Well, wait. I guess.
Oh, is
nice
ass crack.
Gross.
Uh,
Zoom in on that when you edit this.
Yeah. Let me look at the last two cards of this pile that we have. Let's see.
Oh man, we only have two. Oh man, this is the part of the podcast where we sit around. He reads, he takes a piss, and I just stand here or sit here, trying to figure out something to do.
Got two questions between these last two cards, so we're probably gonna start a new deck.
More deck.
Got one more deck.
Might as well go through the last two cards.
Yeah.
Start anew. Start anew.
Where the fuck did the
These
yellow other
fucking-
fucking wasted cards go? Right here? Yeah, they are.
There they are. We figured it out. Ah!
Woo!
Yeah.
Yeah. At least it doesn't take 90 hours to piss like you did before.
Oh, his old man
Remember, he just
bladder.
fucking came back like 2 hours later
Yeah, I had to
like
go
a-
file my taxes.
with like a
take
bowl of
shit.
cereal.
Yeah, I came back with, but I hope you didn't piss in that. Like,
Oh, piss
I
in your
didn't do
Cheerios,
weird
mate.
shit. Hey. Piss in your Cheerios. That's for good luck.
You gonna stream
All
more?
right, hurry up. Fucking whip it out. What?
You gonna stream more?
Maybe. I don't know. Never know what will happen in these days. Welcome back, asshole. Stop talking. Can't hear you.
Oh, hey, that's for that.
Oh, hey, that's where that giant fucking board went. Right there, obviously. I could fucking see in the background. What the fuck? Is he wearing a Jurassic Park shirt? I didn't even realize. Oh, no, it's a funny shirt.
Show him your
What's
shirt.
your stupid shirt say?
It's the Jurassic Dumb shirt from
Oh, okay.
Gamers Anonymous.
Gamers Anonymous. There we go.
Okay.
Shout outs to Gamers Anonymous.
I don't get it.
Fantastic
What's
place.
why is it like that?
Why not?
Because it is.
Oh, David, I'm So
Man,
usually
don't buy anything these days.
I
I got it for free, actually. I won this
I don't-
one
I
and
don't
the
understand-
Black Omen shirt for free.
But I don't get the joke. Why? It's just dumb, scribbly.
Yeah.
I don't get it. Why Jurassic Park?
That
then?
is the joke.
Oh yeah, but why Jurassic Park? What correlation
not?
does it have with Jurassic Park?
Why not?
All right, fuck it. Anyway,
while I'm doing this, so like I
trying to
said,
figure the joke out.
my
Never mind.
morning ritual is
There is-
also
that is the depth of
If
the
there was a
joke.
character that was really stupid in Jurassic Park, then I would get it.
my morning ritual,
whatever.
David, is still like I mentioned last week is listen to We're Alive
Okay.
on the drive to work. 25 minutes, I knock out a little bit chunk. But I've been just leaving it on because now I've been starting to get like actually a little more addicted because I'm almost done with season 2. Oh, that shit gets good, man, dude.
Oh, god damn.
That's right.
Oh, wait, that was with the reveal of the traitor, right? Towards the end of season
Yeah,
2?
I'm like, so
Yeah.
I have forgotten about a lot of shit.
Oh,
So
man.
it's literally experiencing it for the first time again, and I'm having a fucking blast. I'm like, who the fuck is this traitor? I forgot who the fuck it was.
It's Derek.
Derek. So it's
Right.
a good time right now.
I gotta
Good
try to
reason.
get the fiance into it because fucking I want to rewatch that at some point.
it's
or
so good.
listen to it at some point.
All right, first question.
It's
Oh,
alright.
yeah.
Now developed by Red Links, which motorcycle platformer series began as a popular free internet browser game in 2000?
Assume it's these guys.
Now developed
Or
by
this
Red
game.
Links, which motorcycle platformer series began as a popular free internet browser game in 2000? Answers, please.
Oh, okay.
And they both said Trials. They're
Christ.
both correct. Final question of this first deck. I think this is one David I feel knows. Maybe Gore should probably know. I think, but we'll see. In March 2018, Atari revealed its intention to release a new console. What is the name of that console?
Oh,
Sorry?
do you want the full name or just the 3-letter abbreviation?
3-letter abbreviation. Doesn't matter if you want to do the whole thing.
I don't know. I guess I didn't hear about this.
It's the VCS.
It's need the BCS. David, congratulations.
Yeah, but what does it stand for? Well, we do best 2 out of 3. Don't give them fucking too much credit.
Hey, we didn't do best 2 out of 3 last week.
Yeah, because it went on for fucking ever. That's why.
You went on.
Remember,
forever.
we kept answering this fucking correct question.
All right, new deck. New deck, new life.
No, I gotta keep
we
going.
did.
Sorry, David. Gotta follow the rules.
I got Gordon just gets pissed. Fuck that! I want the fucking.
No, fuck that. I'm winning. I haven't won in a week. All right,
Okay.
in a day. You go.
Debuting on the Amiga in 1992 as a rival to Sonic the Hedgehog, which character was the ninja of the nth dimension?
Wait, what?
I think I know this one.
Debuting on the Amiga in 1992 as a rival to Sonic the Hedgehog, which character was the ninja of the nth dimension?
Just say this. I don't know. All
I
right.
think I know.
I
Answer,
don't.
please.
Just say that. I know this is a ninja character. Buzz Jack.
Go on. You say Jazz Jackrabbit. Both. You guys are both incorrect.
Yeah, I
the
figured.
the answer is Zool.
Oh, fuck.
All
I didn't know he
right.
was a ninja. I never played that game. I know what it is.
Yeah.
Though. Zool with 2 U's, right?
Yeah. No, it's 2 O's.
Is it? Or is it 2 U's?
For sure, it's 2 O's.
2 O's.
Is it 2 O's? Okay.
Okay.
I know it was 2
I want for this point. You need to be specific. Like
Okay.
actually specific.
Okay.
What was the profession of protagonist Gordon Freeman in the 1998 PC game Half-Life?
Oh, I don't
Oh,
remember.
so it's actual fucking.
Yeah.
Because I mean, there's a basic answer you can give, but like, what kind?
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah, so I'm
I
not
don't
giving
remember.
that one. I'm like, what
It's
kind?
been too long since I played it, so. I'm gonna say. There we go. That's probably right. No, wait. That has nothing to do with the game. Whatever.
All right, answers, please. Let's see. Gore says, nuclear man. David says
Has
quantum
nothing to do-
physicist.
Nothing to do with the game. He's definitely. I think I'm a little closer. Nah, it's got. You said you gotta be right.
Yeah, I'm wondering if this kind of falls in the same line.
What is it? What is it?
It's a theoretical physicist.
You put physicist, right?
Is quantum fall and theoretical?
Technically, quantum is theoretical, but it's a specific type of theoretical.
It seems inconclusive. I guess we gotta
All
continue.
right, Gore wants to keep going.
All right. Can't give David just one. Fuck that. He'll get all cocky and shit. Fuck that.
Can't stop, even though
Yeah.
you're like lapping him 3 times over.
3 times over. Excuse me.
In which year? Oh, what the? Wow, that's a dumb question. In which year was popular game Snake first made available on Nokia phones?
Oh shit. We're just guessing. I guess I used to play it all the time, but I don't remember when it came out.
If this helps you, specifically on the Nokia 6110.
Yeah, that really helps.
All right. Good luck.
I guess I'll say. I don't know. Cell phones come out. I don't even know.
Ooh, I like this question.
Don't you guys even have phones?
All right.
I don't know. I don't know exactly when cell phones.
Answers
were a thing.
now.
I'm too old.
2003, 2004.
Oh, even 2004.
1998.
I was. Look. I wrote 1990, and I was like, that's probably too old because cell phone. I guess cell phones were.
Oh,
a
this
thing
is
then.
a really good question. I like this one a lot. All right, ready?
All right.
How many rows of aliens appear in a wave of space invaders?
How many rows or
Rows.
columns?
How many rows of aliens appear in
Rows,
a wave
like,
of
so-
Mhm. How
Well,
many rows
it's not really
of
a column.
aliens appear in a wave of space invaders? I like that
Oh my
question
God.
a lot.
I'm not gonna be able to imagine it exactly in my head. I love Space Invaders though. I'll say this number.
Shout out
Yeah.
Space Invaders, Infinity Gene, still one of my favorites of the franchise.
This is a fantastic game.
All right.
Almost was a Games Gone By game at one point.
I would have been down with that. All right, answers please. Gore says 7. David says 6. It was 5.
Fuck! Yeah.
It's only 5. Pussy ass game. Yeah, more aliens.
All right. This is I think Gore played this game. In the 2011 video game Bastion, from which group of people is Zulf an ambassador?
I don't remember. I never finished it either, so
I haven't
I don't
played
know-
it. So
I don't know who
no
Zolf
guess.
or is. I don't remember.
The Yura.
As in
I was gonna
European?
guess that. Yes, he is. I don't know.
What is the name
I
of
don't even know.
Spyro the Dragon's Dragonfly companion?
I can imagine the voice. And the little fucking stupid character.
We're gonna go through this whole deck tonight. Watch.
I almost want to say it's like. All right, I'll just put this. It's like
I have no guess. It's been
Alright.
so.
I
fucking long
put
since
Lucy.
Spyro.
It's something like close to that, I think, right?
Sparks.
See, I was close.
You got literally every letter wrong.
Should we just give me the point where this
In
is
one-
going on
in
so
one-
long?
Fuck you.
Yeah, we're gonna go one
It-
more. If we don't find that, then we're gonna do it.
No, I'm gonna win. I'm not letting this happen. Hello.
I'm gonna say. Well, I'm gonna switch this around because I feel like it's kind of easy.
Just go for
I'm gonna
it.
save this for later because I'm gonna try to figure out a better way to do that. In the game series of the same name, what does the acronym of the Fear Team stand for?
I know this one. He knows it too.
Of course, don't want to get 2 more to stop Dave.
Yeah, I got this one. I know I do. Because they really tried hard to get that fucking fear.
Fuck, he is the one I always forget.
Wait, forget.
Oh,
Did I just misspell that? Oh, fuck it. I don't care. I'll read it if you can't read it. I misspelled that word. God damn it. Whatever. Fuck it. It's. I know I definitely did.
David's still writing.
It's well, I mean it's a long one. It's an acronym. Every time you have to write an acronym, it's fucking long.
Fear is FEAR, David.
I believe so. Can't hear you.
I think he's talking.
FREE. That spells free.
Are you looking it up?
Report.com, baby.
my mic got gone. I second guessing myself on the R.
What the fuck happened to his microphone?
What?
Your microphone's
sounds
dumb.
like shit.
Why do you have so
no.
many fucking problems with your
No,
microphone? What
it's-
is wrong?
It sounds like you're
I don't.
under
I
something.
don't. It's,
1 second. Let me unplug it and replug it.
yeah, there it goes again. Oh, he's gonna look it up while this is happening.
This is some bullshit.
Oh, my mic. Yeah, no, I was just kidding. It's fucking do that.
Oh no!
Look
I
at
see
that
it.
Short.
I see an answer Gore's gonna get.
Uh-oh, I guess I am winning. I know I definitely have this right, except with the misspelling.
If David doesn't get this right, then I think Gore's gonna win.
I think he probably has this too.
No, because I'm second guessing the R still.
Your mic still sounds like shit.
Hey, just wait until you're done. Just wait
Yeah.
until you're done. It's fine for now. Wait, you can't think of the what?
The R.
R.
Well,
Fuck the news. We'll just end the podcast right here. It's a good episode.
yeah, THQ announced some shit. You're going way too long with that. All
Alright, let's go.
All right, go
All right.
ahead. Answers.
All right, I put first encounter assault recon. You got all of them right until the last one.
Assault.
Yeah, well, you know,
First
I
account,
scribbled
yeah.
out.
So
I couldn't remember how you spell assault. 'Cause
gore
that's not
is
a word I
indeed
usually
correct.
spell.
Fuck!
Yeah.
I was going back and forth on fucking recon. I was like, oh, no, doesn't make
What'd
sense
you
for
put? I
assault.
didn't see.
I
Responders.
put responders.
Responders.
So I'm
Okay.
like, recon doesn't make sense.
Well-
If you're doing recon, you're doing assault work.
They just
And
wanted the acronym FEAR. I don't know, and they didn't think
Yeah.
of reconnaissance. Well, reconnaissance, same thing. The whatever
All
word
right,
you
is this
said.
is the one where gore strikes for the kill? I think it is actually.
No, we should just try and move on.
Corvo Atano is the protagonist of which game series?
The fuck did you just say?
I do know this. You're fucked. That's not fair. I mentioned this game earlier. Very briefly.
What was the name?
Corvo
Atano.
Atano.
Corvo. I mentioned a game from the same makers earlier.
They're our longest episode so far. We got to this part. In the last 2 hours and 50 minutes, Gore has mentioned a video game.
Yeah, well, I mean, I talked about it for a little while. From the makers of this one game, I talked about for a while.
Sure.
All right, on
He
three.
pre-
1, 2, 3. Dishonor is indeed correct.
What'd you put?
What time?
What time? Yeah, Corvo Atano. Corvo Watamo.
All right, well,
He's also in Dishonored too.
congratulations.
He actually talks
yeah.
in Dishonored too.
Gore for the.
I feel bad. Maybe just give him a
Oh,
point.
fuck off.
Shoot it out. God damn. We went
I don't
so
feel
long.
Yeah, I know.
All right,
Well,
now
we
that
went long last time, too.
we're gonna move on,
And
David.
wait, correct me if I'm wrong. Didn't he win last week?
No.
I thought he did.
I got
We
8
went
points
up-
last week.
I'm pretty sure he won last week.
While we're doing this, David, you need to figure out your mic.
Yeah, your mic's.
I just tested it on the streamer. It sounded fine.
Well, I don't know what to tell you, bro. It sounds like shit. I don't. It's,
go listen again. It
Alright,
sounds.
I'm gonna test it real quick.
That's not. Yeah, it sounds like
sounds
shit.
fine on the stream.
Well, maybe it's just Discord then. I don't know.
No, but that doesn't sound right because you're listening to my actual stream.
Yeah,
audio.
that doesn't make sense.
So if I hear
don't know,
bad,
It sounds good on the stream.
All right, let's see.
All
I
right.
guarantee fucking to you. I'm listening to it right now. It sounds good on the stream.
Well, stop talking. I can't hear you now. Yeah, no, it sounds like shit on the stream. Huh?
I'm not fucking
I mean,
sound like shit on the stream.
It sounds like when
you're far away.
it sounds like when you originally put the fucking board up during trivia when you're talking behind something.
Yeah, it sounds like you're behind something. The mic, either the mic or you are behind something. Either one.
I mean,
same
how
shit.
about now that I'm actually
No.
talking?
No, that's it. No,
That's what I'm saying. Like, right now it should be fine, but it's not. So I don't know what happened in between you trying to write out
I
fear.
don't fucking know either. What the fuck?
Wait, move really close to the mic and talk into it. I just want to see if it's even like that microphone's even on. Say something.
All right, now.
No,
we're
it's
testing.
a different
No,
microphone.
it has to be a different mic that got auto detected because you sound the same. Just scream into it right now. Then we'll really know.
How about now?
There you
All right,
go.
well, yeah, there you go. Now you're good.
You may have been right about
Yeah,
the different microphone being auto
Yeah.
detected.
No, it's
Yeah,
not.
for
We
shit.
may have been. We were right about how it sounded like
yeah,
shit.
we're right. You may have been right.
May have been.
Yeah,
So for the
okay.
record, anyone that's been listening for like the last 30 or so episodes has been a little while. We stopped giving David privileges of audio testing the stream.
Yeah.
This is why. Moving on.
Yeah.
Get
well,
fucked.
all right.
News.
All right.
We don't really get
So-
too much with THQ Nordic. There was really only a couple I'm not gonna
Yeah,
say
a lot of the stuff they showed was like not stuff I'm particularly into. Maybe I could see David maybe being into some of the stuff they showed
sure.
because there's like some strategy stuff and like
Elix 2 I'm kind of interested in. I still never
I heard
finished
Elix
Elix
1.
but I enjoyed it.
Did you? I heard a lot of people didn't like it. And also, it's from the makers of Risen, which I could never get into. Like Risen
I
was
thought the Risen series was fine. They're not great
never-
games, but they're
No.
fine.
they're like spiders, which is not the thing, but the developers. Those are the guys that did Greedfall and fucking
Yeah.
Bound by Flame and stuff like that. They're like them, except I just don't like them. I like spiders. I didn't play Elix. I did play every Risen game though a little bit. And I'm just like I can't. And to be fair, I heard on PC they're way better. And just on consoles they're shit.
And that might be part of it, is I've only played them on PC, so
Right. Yeah, I heard Risen 1 is terrible on Xbox compared to the PC version. Yeah, I played a little bit of Risen 1 on Xbox. It was like when I played it, I was like, "Damn, man, this in two worlds. Jesus Christ, Xbox can't catch a break with fucking RPGs." It's black screen for us, by the way. We can't see.
Yeah, for some reason the audio is just coming through my PC. We don't need to listen to audio though. It's not that big a deal.
Yeah. Now your audio. Wait, talk again.
No, it's because the audio was playing behind the
Oh,
mic too,
okay,
so
okay.
it was catching two different things.
Okay. All right. So the first thing they showed, which was a really good reveal, was Destroy All Humans 2 Reprobed. They're like their titles, which is a great CG trailer. They did the same thing with Destroy All Humans 1 remake. They had a really fun trailer.
Yeah, what was it? Remastered, rehydrated,
remastered, rehydrated, definitive edition.
Yeah, there you go.
War mastered. Oh, what the fuck? I think Destroy All Humans 1 didn't even have a name. I think it was just Destroy All Humans. This one does, though. They corrected that mistake. But, yeah, it looks great. They showed gameplay right after this, too. I mean, I'm excited for it. I still need to finish the first one, but I do remember as a kid liking the second one more. It just had a more fun setting. Like, it was all hippies, man. Murder them. That's fun. And it had more abilities and stuff. I remember it being less frustrating than the first one. So... the first one gets really fucking frustrating. I remember. I like these games just to fuck around. Anyway, it looks fun. Yeah, so yeah, right after this, they talk about it. Jeff Keighley talks about it. And then they show gameplay. But
I still need to actually finish the first remake at some point.
Yeah, it was pretty good from what I played. Definitely fun. Anyway, this is Outcast 2. I actually forgot this game existed. Outcast 1. It looks actually pretty good. I know a lot of people love the original. The original came out in like the late 90s, I think, or early 2000s.
They were making jokes about that the entire time.
Yeah, Jeff Keighley was too.
I think I have the first game.
The first game got remade a few years ago on PS4, so I think that's like a game you could always get for like a couple bucks at GameStop or whatever. I have it. I do want to try it out. I heard it was all right, but this looks like it's actually like.
No.
Oh, you don't have? I'm sorry. But this looks like it's looking a little bit better. I did look at some of the gameplay for the last Outcast, and it does look dated, which I guess it makes sense because I guess maybe not even a remake. It might be just a remaster of an old ass game. But this looks good. I mean, they showed a lot of environment shots. They didn't show too much gameplay, but I do have to commend THQ Nordic though. They did a great job of showing a trailer and then showing some at least in-game stuff. For most of their trailers. The only one they didn't was the last reveal, I feel like. So they did a good job, but not much to talk about with Outcast 2. I don't really know much about the franchise, so yeah, I can't really say anything. Cool that they're taking all their franchises and doing something with it. You know?
Like a lot of people should do.
Yeah, like Xbox should do. You could say Xbox.
Nintendo with fucking F-Zero, fucking
well,
EA's finally doing it with fucking with Dead Space.
Yeah, well, they're doing it, kind of.
Yeah, they're finally. That's what I'm saying.
They're just remaking it. I mean, I guess that's what THQ
Burnout would be nice. Like, bring that, like, actively try to bring it back, not just fucking remake Paradise and just leave it like that.
More Need for Speed. Fuck that. More Need for Speed nobody wants. This game was Expeditions Rome. I don't...
I'm not really into this style, but I'm sure it looks cool, like, for the type, I'm sure. Like,
I'm sure it's gonna be good.
Any game that I'm not interested in, it's not that it looks bad. I think everything here looks good. No. It's just that it's something that's not my flavor, which is fine.
The only thing I didn't like is that the portraits look very mobile game quality.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't know. Yeah. Like I swear I see that same art like every time I go on Facebook and Facebook's cramming a fucking mobile game down my throat with its ads. Yeah, like even when they're talking too. Sometimes when they're talking, they have like the full body, half body portraits. Right there. That looks straight out of like some shit you'd see on the Android or App Store.
Yeah.
Or
I mean, Apple Store. It kind of doesn't look that different from like Civ or something.
Sure. Well, Civ has more of a stylistic look to it, though. Like it's all cartoony, right?
A little bit.
I do like
that one. That one looks like it's like you just took a real photo and then like put it in Photoshop and filtered it to make it look like a cartoon. It probably isn't, but
I'm also I didn't know what kind of vibe to get with this. I didn't even know this thing was happening. But I'm like wishy-washy. So I like the chill vibe they got. The developers like that. You mentioned in your reaction, these guys are just chilling. Here's some
Yeah.
two dudes to talk about their game. Cool. I
Yeah.
like that. I do like the way PlayStation's been doing it, which is Tower Games. Then after show, we'll talk all about them. I like that.
Well, they only did it once. To be fair,
I want more people to do that.
Technically, Nintendo does that way more
Treehouse, yeah.
than PlayStation does.
But I like when people do that. But I also love that they did the whole CG trailer gameplay. That's
Yeah.
like exactly what I love in this.
Sure. Yeah. So anyway, Jeff Keighley talks some more because he doesn't shut
MX
the fuck
versus
up.
ATV.
And then MX versus ATV Legends, it's called, which I feel
What
like
was that
MX
song?
versus I'm a legend or some
Yeah.
shit. I don't know. It was terrible. This is a series that I feel like should have died long ago because it started becoming really shitty. But I appreciate that THQ Nordic is keeping all the old franchises alive. Because if you're gonna buy THQ and all their franchises, MX vs ATV at the time was a pretty big one. It was really fun. MX Unleashed was really fun, and then MX vs ATV. I'm sorry, MX vs ATV Unleashed.
I
was
remember
fun.
being so bummed I actually never got that game.
ATV Off-Road Fury was fun. What'd you say?
I always wanted that game when I was a kid. MX for ATV at the first one, but I just never got
Yeah,
it.
Untamed or Unleashed or whatever the fuck it's called. Untamed was a future game.
I will say this: you bring it up, I will never respect THQ Nordic until I see you draw 2.
Yeah, what the fuck? Yeah, redo the game that
Redraw
completely
2.
ruined. Yeah, redraw.
Yeah, there you
yeah, like bring back the game that sunk THQ. That's a good.
And the biggest Chad move would bringing it back and make it like really popular.
Yeah, making it good. Put SpongeBob in it. They should just put all their franchises in it. You know, put crypto in it. This is Superpower 3, another strategy game. This one I don't think they show gameplay for, to be fair. So this is like the one, which is fine. I was okay with it. But
Yeah,
it was
I mean,
a cool
we
little CG
kinda know
trailer.
we're getting
Something
with
blew
that.
up. Yeah, it's gonna be a strategy game. That's it. The next one I believe was Elix 2, right? Unless did we skip that? No, yeah, this is it. Yeah, this is Elix 2.
What was the name of that guy?
I don't know, Jackass. I don't know. The name of the guy from Outcast was pretty good, but
Oh,
I
that's
don't
what it was.
remember
I was trying to remember what.
Yeah, it was like his name was, I forgot his name. It was like Caden or Calix or I don't know. So it started with C and it was like really Cutter something.
Yeah.
It was Cutter Blake.
Yeah, there you go. I think that was it.
Yeah. Anyway, this guy is the most generic looking fucking main character I've ever seen. I'm assuming you could customize your own character, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Because this guy looks, first of all, he looks fuck ugly, and second of all, he looks generic as shit. Look how ugly he is. I'm sorry. I hope he's not modeled after somebody because I'll feel bad. But he looks ugly as fuck. Look at him. He's disgusting. But anyway,
I like how you see that as if you're not gonna make an uglier character when you're fucking.
Yeah, well, my guy
with
would be
one
funny.
eye and like a fucking a purple mohawk and.
A fucked up smile or something. I wish I could make my Smurf characters. They don't let you adjust height in games anymore. But just a little guy. That'd be amazing. Yeah, it looks. I don't know. The faces look bad, but I mean, I'm not expecting much from Piranha Bytes. That's a studio. Her face looks fucked up. His face looks fucked up. I guess that's just the style. I mean, it could be cool. They didn't really show gameplay. I remember the first game didn't really wow me from gameplay, but you said it was pretty fun, so I don't know. Maybe it'll be good.
Finally.
Yeah, next, the big reveal: Jagged Alliance 3.
Yeah. I actually am a longtime fan of the Jagged Alliance games.
They got a lot of strategy games.
They're fantastic strategy games, honestly.
I didn't realize they were strategy games. I thought I played whatever the one on Xbox was. I didn't realize it was a strategy game. Maybe I didn't play it. I haven't.
I honestly didn't know they had console releases.
I think it's called
I
Jagged
physically
Alliance
have-
Rage. I want to say it's called Jagged Alliance Rage. I think that's the name of it. I thought I played it. Go ahead.
No, because I've been a fan. Because I actually physically have them on PC. They're among the few physical PC games I have, and I've loved the series for a long ass time. So I'm kind of curious to see this go through. It's kind of like how a while back they did Spellforce 3, which I was excited to see resurrected.
Right.
So
Hey,
this
whenever
kinda-
they bring back something, it usually gets good reviews. Like fucking Desperados 3 got great reviews, and even like
really?
yeah, it got amazing reviews. It had like a high 80 on Metacritic. I was like, whoa. I forgot what was the other thing. I guess Darksiders 3 not so much, but Darksiders Genesis I heard was really good. So
Yeah, so I mean, I'm kind of excited for this. I love Jagged Alliance, and one of these days I'm gonna get around to picking up because they're doing like an enhanced console port for Spellforce 3. which is kind of like a RPG RTS hybrid, which is really
Cool.
fucking fun. Yeah, I've loved that series for a long ass time. So I'm very excited to see Jagged Alliance 3. It's a very unsung series. It's a hidden gem, as some might say.
I wouldn't say it because I don't know, but maybe it is.
Hell yeah.
I don't know. I was just upset not to see Red Faction, but they did tease something at the end, which we'll talk about.
I was gonna say, yeah, we'll let it play out for the end, but
yeah, which I'm assuming that means we're gonna get a lot more of these streams in the future. But anyway, so Dragon Alliance 3, that's cool. And now we're at the final announcement because when he said like, "All right, we're at the end," I'm like, "Whoa, shit!"
Are you ready, kids?
Are you ready, kids? Jeff Keighley said
Yeah,
that.
I know.
You can tell he's straight up reading from a prompter. He didn't. He said, I'll do the intro shit for you, but I'm reading it. That's it.
I love this
intro. Anyway,
intro.
so they started with the fucking Sweet Victory song. That's so good. the Super Bowl won't give it to us, but I don't know why Patrick's a balloon, but yes.
why not?
Why not? So this looks like SpongeBob Rift Apart. So you're going to different like worlds and stuff, and maybe different like
Watch it
I guess eras.
Power of the SSD.
I was hoping they would do the caveman meme.
They will.
At one point, but yeah, in the game they will. It was. I mean, it's cool to see a new SpongeBob game, like an actual new one, because we haven't had a new SpongeBob game in a very long time. So like I think the last one was like some shitty 360 game. So
yeah, I'm sure they were kind of just in the water with rehydrated and I'm sure it did well.
Yeah. And that's why I'm thinking we're gonna get Red Faction. We're gonna get they tested the waters with Darksiders.
That's essentially every time you see a remake out there, they're testing
3.
the water. They're gonna see how it's doing. If it does well, you get a sequel.
Yeah, of course. What else did they remaster? But I guess maybe we'll get a new Destroy All Humans at one point.
Destroy All Humans.
What else did they remaster besides Red Faction? They remastered Gorilla. They haven't remastered Armageddon, which is probably for the best.
Yeah, that's fine.
I want them to remake the first one because the first one was amazing. The first, yeah, there you go. And we're getting DLC for that still, supposedly. I want to see them. I would actually be surprised if that DLC becomes its own game. Maybe, like they just like do a Saints Row 4 and say fuck it, it's its own game now. But I want to see. What was I gonna say? I want to see a remake of Red Faction 1 because Red Faction 1 is very underrated at this point. I feel like, even though that's the one everybody talks about, so it's not really. But that game was awesome because they actually used the destruction in a strategic way, where you actually like flanking people by destroying holes in the walls of the caves and shit because they're in caves most of the time.
Right.
That game's great. Anyway.
All right.
So that was the THQ Nordic conference thing. I thought it was pretty good. I don't know. It started off and ended off really well. So
I feel like that's a chill Friday unveiling stream. I think.
Yeah.
I got good vibes. Like, all right.
10th anniversary.
Yeah.
They've been around for 10 years.
And they have 28 games.
Yep, 28 games. You can't see it right now for us. But
yeah,
they said
make it a timestamp for that.
Yeah, at the end they said we still have 28 games unannounced. And that was it. They didn't say well, we'll announce it, later.
They said this is exactly the amount.
28 fucking games. So I'm sure a lot of them are going to be things we're not really interested in, but
that's the same.
Hey.
Someone's interested in them, though.
Yeah, of course. THQ has a lot for. Actually, we should look at like later, or maybe
we'll do another episode. Yeah, we'll do another episode
where we just look at all of their
own a lot of shit.
IPs they own. Yeah, I'm sure there's gonna be some new games in there too, just completely new IPs. But
right.
Still.
Well, especially if you look at it from like the parent company, what could hand off to THQ Nordic?
Right. Do they have any ownership of wrestling at all? Because they used to make THQ used to make the WWE games, right? Well, they published them at least.
They published them, but it was like Jack specific to actually develop.
Yeah, and Ukes, right? Ukes,
yeah.
Yeah, Ukes still develops them, but and they're making a new one, right? No, they're making the AEW game, which is funny. That's really funny. They moved over from WWE to that. I'm hoping we get some franchise favorites, Red Faction mainly, but
there's gonna be something when we look up on. We'll look it up next week.
God,
assuming
I would
like,
lose my shit.
Assuming there's nothing like, is there an Xbox thing showing next week?
No, it's at the 30th, so 2 weeks. Well, week and a half, I guess.
Okay, so maybe next week we'll do that.
Game show. I also will not hold my breath for that because I have a feeling it's going to be just as disappointing as their last thing they did.
Sure.
Yeah, it's a Tokyo one too, so Red Faction being revealed there wouldn't be wouldn't make sense. I don't think anything THQ Nordic would make
No.
sense there. You're gonna see a lot of like Tokyo specific
Mirage
things, I
Session.
guess.
Oh,
Hell yeah, Tokyo Mirage Sessions coming to Xbox Game Pass. That'd be kind of cool, actually.
All right, next story.
Let's go. Can't see what it is.
Yeah, getting a timestamp on that guy. All right, we're talking about this fucking thing. I'll wait for the last time.
Oh, you guys can talk about it. I don't give a flying shit.
So, the interesting thing is it's technically both sides lost, but Epic won.
kind
Makes
of.
sense to me.
Apple won the war, but Epic won the battle. So
I say the other way
according to all
around.
the count, I see it. No, I see it that way because technically, for what Epic was actually suing for, on all counts but one, Epic actually lost on. The big thing that Epic actually won for this case for is the fact that Apple cannot prevent people from having a third-party store hook in to their apps. So that's the only thing that Apple technically lost in this whole platform, which Epic has gone ahead and filed an injunction. We'll see what ends up happening with that for the appeal. But technically, that is the only thing Apple has lost on as of this part.
Which I'd argue is the biggest thing. Because I
I'd
think
argue
Jason
that it's
Schreier,
an important thing, but not the biggest thing.
I think Jason Schreier actually put it the way is like, yeah, Epic lost like 10 million or whatever doing this. Apple has the like potential to lose billions because now everyone's gonna start putting that in their app, saying, "Hey, you don't have to buy from here. We can buy from here, and hey, we'll have some sales on our V Bucks or whatever."
I don't think it'll have as strong of an impact as a lot of people are expecting it to. I think this is one of the things that will siphon some funds away, sure, especially in a lot of the more gotcha style mechanic heavy games. I think they're going to really take the opportunity to monetize that to oblivion, and they'll go ahead and be like, "Oh, go ahead and just use this link to go ahead." But I think we're reaching a certain point where people are wanting, especially on mobile, a certain simplicity to their store transaction. And if they're having to go to a third-party store, feel like they're going to be less engaged to do so. I feel they're still going to want to just predominantly use their Apple credit or use their Google credit or whatever it ends up being. They're still going to want that. I feel what the grander thing and what the kind of long-term ramification that we've yet to see is what this could mean for other platforms and for other store features. And I feel that's the precedent that we're waiting on, because if Epic can win that, if they can win that precedent, because I think they also do still have a suit against Google for a very similar thing as well right now. I think that's going to be the key factor, because then that becomes a scenario where so many other stores have a third party option. And I feel that could lend more credence to seeing something like a Game Pass on Sony's platforms or on Nintendo's platforms. But still, Apple won the grand scheme of things of showing that Epic, yeah, they kind of went ahead and went against their contracts, and they got themselves booted off the store, rightfully so, based on everything they had agreed upon. And so there's still no guarantee there'll even be a Fortnite on Apple anymore. But I think that they won a conversation, but they didn't win a huge victory, as I think a lot of people are hyping it up to be.
I think I still disagree, just because I think that these app makers are going to get really creative. They're going to have all the time in the world. They're going to say, if we can squeeze we can squeeze that 30% away from Apple somehow, some way, but making it more convenient, making it to the point where you'll save so much more money doing this versus that you'll want to do that. Because I mean, the like that stuff is possible other places. It's not a completely foreign idea, but I think that they'll get creative with it. And right now I agree that the convenience factor isn't there, but I think app makers are gonna get smart. I think they're smart. They know the addictions. They know how people work. I think give them a little bit of time. Give them some creative freedoms to work how they want and integrate that into an app. And suddenly, I think they're gonna be. That's I think Apple's gonna just eventually over time. I think they're losing this because
this is a long con kind of thing.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. And then people are hyping it up, but I agree with them almost. 'Cause I'm like, this is just a new thing for Apple now. Apple just no longer can block this thing and say, can't use it. And if even if it's a little bit, like they're losing all that out of everyone. If even like a fraction of every single app is using that, that's a lot of money out of Apple's pocket.
No, and I'm not saying this isn't going to hurt them, but I'm just saying I don't think it's going to be as pronounced, because when I think of like the whales that are going ahead and putting the most money in a lot of these apps and these games, immediately my mind thinks of gotcha. And I think gotcha mechanic style games are going to definitely take advantage of this, but I don't think it's going to be to the extent that a lot of people are expecting it to be. Like I don't expect it to be even a 30% revenue cut. I expected that maybe we could see like a 10% loss of revenue, which don't, again, when we're talking about these massive corporations, that's a huge cut to revenue. But I don't think it's going to be the absolute game changer that people are expecting it to be. Not when everything else hasn't been won alongside the lawsuit.
So think about it this way, though. I think the way everyone's seeing it, the way you're seeing it differently, is granted these are two giant corporations. Apple being much more giant than Epic, though, and little guy Epic now just, let's say, no matter what we think, if it's a fucking huge dent, small dent, scratch, doesn't matter. They actually like put themselves in Apple's court and really made a long term ramification of it. Whether or not it's possible, but they single handedly Epic changed the ecosystem for Apple from now on. That's it. It's done.
Well, not just Apple. Again,
Yeah,
the
it can do
more
more.
long term.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're
it
right.
can be more, and that is where I think the key is going to be in. Is if we see this enforced on other platforms, that's where we're going to see the Pandora's box really open, because this has set a precedent. But we need to see it explored on multiple storefronts. Because if we start to see it, the precedent followed on other platforms, then I think that's where we'll see a true ramification of this case.
Sure.
And that's what I would be interested to see.
I think either way,
Because
the
I
fact
think
that Epic managed to get away with this and do that, I think is wild.
no, the fact that they won anything at all is fascinating in this case. Just because, I mean, blatantly, we've talked about this case before. I mean, one blatantly, I mean, we knew they were breaking purposefully the terms of service. They were a little giddy about it, even presenting their case. Also, the fact of some of the stuff that we take for granted as very basic concepts of having to explain to a judge and jury of microtransactions and basic game functionality has been a fascinating thing to watch over the last few months. I'm impressed we even came to any kind of verdict even this early. But it's just fascinating to see it all unfold. I want to see the long term ramification of this. I'm curious to see what happens with Epic's appeal. I don't know really, honestly, how much ground they'll have to stand on based on what they're trying to appeal against. But I am curious to see what happens when other stores start having basically almost outright competition putting third party stuff on their platform. Because again, this opens a whole Pandora's box of other competitors outright putting, hey, let me go ahead and put Game Pass on here. Go ahead and here's the Xbox app. We'll go ahead. We'll give you a service to purchase through us directly, and you never have to touch anything actually Sony on your PlayStation 5 for all your Xbox content. You know, we could see stuff like that.
Sure.
And that's why I still say, though, that's the biggest thing, is because Epic did lose the case about forcing their product to be still allowed back on. I think if they had won that, that would be the biggest cornerstone. Because if they had won that part of the case, especially, then that would basically make it so that way it would be so much harder for companies to lock content creators into their platforms. Because then it would be a matter of you can't allow yourself to become too much of a walled garden or too much of a proprietary format, because then that would become anti-competitor. Um, I think if in the appeals they can get a case focused specifically on that, that'd be a huge fucking Pandora's box for the industry. So I think honestly that could long term lead to the end of, honestly, the point of consoles. That could honestly, outside of the physical gimmicks of how you play the games, that would, it would completely eliminate the point of having any individual console.
Yeah, that makes sense too. We'll see with that. I just feel like when I was reading over this, like a lot of the quotes from the judge were specifically talking about how like no, like Apple uses lack of knowledge to exploit its position. Like we know that and we know how Apple's rocking with that, but it's what it is. We'll see long term. But I mean, I'm at least glad for the most part this thing is over. Next
We'll see
story.
how it goes with the appeals. I'm curious about that.
Next story.
Hell yeah.
Battlefield's delayed. How do you feel, Gore?
Sucks. Sad day.
Battlefield delayed. The physical version. We had a couple delays going on.
Yeah.
This one.
The physical version's delayed. No shit.
Well, no, I was gonna say the physical version of Doki Doki got delayed too. But
Yeah, that was like the third time it got delayed. Hey, you can play that game now, all right?
I honestly might.
You
just
can't
play
play Battlefield when it was
PC.
supposed to come out.
Dying Light 2 got delayed.
All right, 2, 3. All right, fine. 3 things got delayed if you want to count your fucking Dookie game.
Hell yeah.
But you got Dying Light 2 got delayed, which I'm perfectly fine with. There's too many games in December of all fucking months now.
Yeah.
That I'm looking forward to. Advance Wars, Danganronpa, Halo. I'm sure there's something else. Oh, Brain Age. I mean, no, not Brain Age. I'm sorry. Big Brain Academy. That got
Hell
confirmed.
yeah.
Hell yeah, I'm buying that. Love both of those, Brain Age and Big Brain Academy. At least we're getting Big Brain Academy in fucking America. We never got that last Brain Age game. But yeah, Battlefield 2042 got delayed just a month, which makes me a little worried because I don't know if anybody remembers, but Battlefield 5 was supposed to come out in October and then got delayed until November. So I'm getting deja vu over here. To be fair though, Battlefield 5 didn't look quite as good as this game did.
No,
even
this game
from
has
previous.
been looking fantastic.
Yeah. I'm a little worried though. I want to see the open beta, which is supposedly still coming out later this month. Because we've seen a little bit of gameplay. Well, actually, have we? I don't think we have. I thought we saw. I mean,
we saw a portion of gameplay.
yeah. Besides for the trailer, like actual gameplay, like have people been playing this game? I don't think so.
Uninterrupted
Yeah.
gameplay? No, we haven't.
No,
seen
that's
that.
what I mean. Like, don't. I would never believe what they show anyway, because most likely none of that shit will ever happen in any of your games. If you're lucky, maybe you'll get quite as good gameplay as they showed. But I'm a little worried, but it's my most anticipated game this year, besides for like Kenna and like Deathloop was like it was looking really good. So I was excited for it. So.
I feel like with it being just multiplayer, we should be a little bit more optimistic just because they're not having to balance a campaign alongside that.
Yeah, but like
Yeah.
Battlefield 5 had the campaign, but not really. It only had like 3 stories, and they were like an hour and a half long each. So it was like, I mean, that's like 5 hours. Like, is that really that much of a consideration when you have a billion-dollar franchise? I'm assuming this.
I think
makes
just
a lot
extra
of sense.
hands in general. Just.
I feel like this is EA's. Besides the sports shit, this is like EA's biggest franchise. Besides their sports.
Yeah,
obviously.
besides sports stuff, yeah.
The actual original franchise, because technically none of the sports shit is theirs. They're just licensed to them. Battlefield
Well,
is theirs.
no, isn't it? It goes sports game, then Lost in Random, and then Battlefield.
That's true. Lost in Random did. I can't believe how
It's
well that
sold.
did. The reason why I didn't have a physical is because they just couldn't print enough
You
copies,
couldn't
so
make
they just
enough.
said fuck it. Their
like
servers
Battlefield
exploded.
There's a thing we can do now.
Once it came, yeah, exactly. That's what it was. The scene from YOLO, right when Lost in Random came out, servers exploded from people playing.
Sir, they're buying so many copies of Lost in Random. What
But
do we
no,
do?
I do agree that
There's nothing we can do. We're doing a bit. There's nothing we can do. Boom. All right, you gotta continue.
But no, I do agree that where this is an online-only multiplayer game, though, and it's back to formula in a lot of ways for Battlefield. I feel that if anything, the delay. I know a lot of people online have been like, "Oh, what can they really fix?"
That was just for
game
servers.
Yeah, I imagine it's just going to be server maintenance in the background. They
Which
probably
makes me think that maybe that's why we're still getting the beta this month, supposedly. Supposedly, I mean, they have to announce it soon because I mean we're already more than halfway through September, so they have to hurry up. But I'm assuming they'll probably delay that until beginning of October at this point. But I'm assuming that's why maybe just like they know the servers are gonna be fucked, put up a beta, see how fucked they will be, and just like, all right, well, we definitely have some work. I'm hoping.
Because this is one of those scenarios where I could see this being like an awkward stage of being cross-gen of...
Yeah.
Because I think they did say something about the prior gen not still having as many characters in the lobby or players in the
Yeah,
lobby.
they won't. They
right?
won't. And also, like some maps will be smaller.
Yeah.
So
And so it's probably balancing that aspect of it. Plus,
yeah,
I'm sure because this is going to be a fully cross-play game, they probably found some hiccups in getting PC to interact with consoles, and probably Sony some kind of hiccup there with Xbox.
I hope it's just that, and not like, oh shit, we only. I mean, they already confirmed they have 21 maps, and they have that portal thing. It's
Yeah.
like 21 maps, and it's like, well, actually no, maybe that was Call of Duty. That was Call of Duty, I think. I'm pretty sure this Battlefield has a lot of maps, though. Considering how big those fucking maps are, pretty sure they're pretty big. I'm pretty sure 21 was Call of Duty though. Which by the way, the beta for that is open right now. I played a little bit of it. It's Call of Duty.
This is.
But go ahead.
No, never mind. Keep going. Keep going.
No, we're gonna
I might interrupt. Like, I'm gonna go completely off topic. So go for it.
All right. But anyway, Battlefield 2042 got delayed.
I'm excited to play the beta. Like it still looks a lot of fun. I'm not
very
too
excited for
worried.
the beta.
I'm a little worried.
I
Actually, with EA at the helm,
I feel like I should be just because I've been
technically they're not
burned.
the
I've been
helm,
burned by many a Battlefield, but I'm
not as
still.
many
I've only
as
been
you
burned by
think.
2 Battlefield games.
But
I'll say that.
I'm still just.
Yeah, Battlefield 4 had problems, but it still ended up being pretty
I'm
good.
still just.
Yeah.
I'm just excited to play Battlefield though.
Yeah,
I think
I mean,
only Battlefields that burned me were 5 and
5, yeah, for sure.
Hardline.
yeah, Hardline. Yeah, I actually forgot that game existed. The only reason why I even remember that game existing is because the Angry Joe's review just randomly popping up in my suggestions. This is like, oh yeah, that game was not good. I don't even think I played a lot of the multiplayer of that one.
I played a tiny bit, and it was
I
like,
played
this
the
is not
campaign.
Battlefields.
The campaign was fucking trash. I mean, it's probably a good idea to get rid of the campaign, but I heard Battlefield 5's campaigns were pretty good, and Battlefield 1's campaigns were really good too. From the ones I played only 2 of them, but the 2 I played were really good. So it's a shame they're getting rid of that, but I guess, I mean, if we're going to the future, you're gonna get away from that fucking like, oh man, like real life stories or whatever shit, because now we're in the future, like, no, you're gonna be running on walls and shit. I'm okay. Just like,
Yeah, I
let's
mean,
just
it's one of
skip
those
it.
things that Battlefield traditionally never had a single player. It's always been multiplayer. So
Yeah,
I don't mind it just being multiplayer again.
That company was the first time we actually had because Battlefield 2 had technically a single player, but there was no real story. It was just like
Yeah,
it was like a training mode pretty much, if I remember correctly.
yeah, it was a training mode.
Yeah. And then Bad Company was the first one to actually have hey, considering that was their first time doing an actual campaign, that was a pretty good
It was
start.
a fun campaign.
Yeah.
Bad Company 1 and 2, fantastic
Yeah.
fucking campaigns, 100%. But
Yeah. And then
like
they shit the
mainline
bed with 3
Battlefield,
and
I
4.
don't need it.
3 and 4, I just like 4 I couldn't
3
finish
was
because it
fun,
was so
though.
generic. 3 is a great game. The campaign is not
Yeah,
good.
I'm just every time I hear about.
I remember you're on a train for like 30 minutes. I remember at one point I'm like, this is, I don't know. That's all I remember. It's like, and it's like a bomber. I think you're going after a bomber in the third game. Very generic. Yeah.
No,
Or something. Whatever.
I was mentioning. You guys see that? This is totally complete fucking off topic.
Yeah, that's not surprising.
Cause I was loading up something and I saw I had an article on this and I wanted to actually look it up really quick. Did you guys see that one about the couple that was like cross country road tripping and the girlfriend's missing, but the boyfriend came back, went back to his parents, just won't say shit?
The
No,
fuck are you
what
talking about?
Why the fuck
There's
would I
a
hear
big
that?
story
It's
going around right now. It's blowing up.
Not
lately.
that big. I didn't hear about this shit.
There was a couple that had a cross country road trip. The girlfriend went missing.
Whoops.
The boyfriend came back home, went to his parents, and refused to talk to anyone.
Yeah, sounds like Gone Girl shit.
Yeah, sounds like you fucking killed her. I don't know what else to
Solved.
and they're like the guy's like the boyfriend's like refused to talk to anyone without a lawyer. So he's like, I'm just gonna see what our lawyer says about all this. And then
What
the
is
parents of the
mystery
girl
here?
of
He
the
murdered her.
parents of
She's
the
dead.
girlfriend are like, well, what the fuck?
Yeah, I'm sure that's what they said.
I'm sure behind the scene, not in front of everyone, but I'm sure that's what the fuck.
What the fuck? What the fuck?
What the fuck?
Where's our little girl? I'm sure they said that. And they said, oh, I don't know. And they turned the villain.
The father did say about that whole family because the whole family just has not said shit. It said, "quote Last time I checked, their child was home." Yeah, all right. That's
Oh, maybe she's there. They don't even realize.
Oh yeah, it's not.
They should check the basement.
So,
Guys, I'm here. Oh shit, you were in the basement. We didn't think to check there. Oh well, whoops. Oh, what a misunderstanding. Anyway, Battlefield 2042.
what a fucking story. Like, what the fuck?
Anyway, Dying Light 2 also got delayed. That's fine.
It's
Anyway,
fine.
what's the next? Well, rest in peace to Lake.
That's
Hell
already
yeah.
the biggest
Guys,
tech
if
shout
you
out.
like, true crime shit, go listen to JCS.
Yeah, go listen to Jay and Silent Bob.
Fantastic. Listening to him dissect.
Small Town Murder is still my favorite.
Interrogations.
Wait, who did you say, David?
JCS.
JCS, okay.
Go listen to Small
He
Town
does
Murder.
a lot of dissections of interrogations.
David, you would fucking love Small Town Murder. Have you tried it?
I know it's on my backlog of shit I should really
Listen to one fucking episode, and you're gonna know that this is your new addiction. I can promise you would fucking love it.
I'll add it to my work playlist.
Oh yeah, you're gonna love it.
I'm triggered right now. Why does he have that
Oh,
thing
good.
on his Switch like that? In this fucking
Because
picture.
don't you use your Swatch like a mouse pad?
That's not a mouse. That's a AirPods, I think, right?
Congratulations,
Yes,
Nintendo, for someone realized they left the Bluetooth button off on their.
We had that since the beginning. We've been worried about WarioWare since. But it's released, so now we can release the Bluetooth.
Now we can
That's
pair
fine.
devices with Bluetooth.
Surface Samies? Is that what that fucking says? Does that say Surface Samies?
Surface Samies, yes it does.
What the fuck? I'm throwing my Switch out. Fuck you.
No,
Surface Samies. It says that, right?
I'm pretty sure that's
Yeah, it does.
I'm pretty sure that's Sammy's like Surface.
Sammy's? That's even worse. Sammy's?
Like the
Sammy's.
girl name is
Why
Sammy.
do you not spell it? They should fucking spell it with a Y, dumbass. You don't say Sammy's like that. That's not correct English, right?
Shout out
Unless
to
she's
Samuel Tagui.
Yeah,
right.
no,
That's not correct. You
no,
put a Y and then you put an apostrophe S. You don't
No,
put Sammy's like your-
Sammy can be spelled Sammie.
No, it can't. Sorry, switch it.
I know what story we
is
forgot to talk about.
this is
but-
the one time that
Oh, what the
that
fuck?
Sammy's not in the chat, and that's the way she spells her name.
No.
She's not here to protect herself, so yeah, I guess Gore wins.
Tell her she's wrong. Change it.
Real quick before we get to that story, congratulations Nintendo for someone flipping on the Switch, and you can actually pair your fucking audio devices without having to buy.
I thought Surface Samies was like
With
a
thanks to
fucking,
Nintendo, like
was like some like their way of calling it like, oh now you're all the same thing. Surface
Yeah.
Samies.
Yes.
I was like, get the fuck out of here. It's I
Fucking
thought it was an
5 years
option.
later.
I was like, what the fuck? That sounds like some stupid.
I was
Nintendo
confused to
shit.
me how bad you were getting. I was like, is this some girl?
Surface
Is this
Samies?
some girl's fucking Surface? And you're just like, they fucking called it that. I can't believe they fucking called it that.
Well, why'd she call it Surface Sammy's then? Wouldn't you call it Sammy's Surface? Would that make more sense?
I agree.
Surface
However, it
Sammys?
was still just confusing me as to why you were getting so fucking upset about it.
I
I
understand the
might be
frustration.
more upset now.
All right,
Surface Sammy's.
all right,
Sammy.
David. What's the final fucking story?
The final story that I forgot to mention, the Twisted Metal TV series
Oh,
has
yeah.
a cast member joining the team.
Yeah.
Anthony Mackie will be
Yeah.
playing some character in it.
Yeah, I know. He's playing the main guy.
Sweet
oh,
Tooth.
fuck, what's his name?
Oh, is he playing
No.
Sweet Tooth?
No, he's not playing fucking Sweet Tooth. No, he's playing shit. He's like the. I guess he's kind of like the main character of the
Kratos.
story. He's like the one you follow. Fuck, what's his name? Metal TV.
Sour mouth.
Hammerhead.
Yeah,
Axel.
John Doe. Thank you. Fuck me. Of course, it had to be John Doe. He's playing John Doe.
Mr. Grimm.
His name is John Doe. I already said what the fuck his name is. Mr. Grimm. Is that what you said?
Jawbreaker.
I honestly don't remember a lot of the car names in Twisted Metal. so-
No, everything I said was an actual Twisted Metal character.
I know they were, but
Sour
I
mouth.
remember the look of them. But Axel, I remember. That's my favorite one.
Yeah,
That's about
Axel's
it.
the dude in the fucking...
Yeah, the dude in the wheel. He should have
yeah.
been playing Axel.
Hammerhead is
Anthony
usually always
Mackie in a
like,
giant wheel the entire episode or the entire show. It's like, help me get me out of here. Hey yo, Sam.
Hey.
Oh wait, I'm Sam. Bucky.
I'm
No,
sorry.
Hammerhead was always one of my go-tos because it's
like-
literally just they always take either a Jeep or an SUV and make it into a monster truck. It's like, oh yeah, there we
Right.
go.
I
Mr.
wish
Grimm is
that-
always the Grim Reaper on the motorcycle.
Right. I do remember Motorcycle. Yeah. I just wish I wish that last Twisted Metal game was good because I might just have some hype for this. But that last game fucking sucked. I hated it. I really did.
Might be a Games Gone By game. Who knows?
I hope it's not. Fucking, I don't want to set up my PS1. The fuck? I don't have any of that shit set up. I do have my PS2 set up though, so I guess that'll work. I do have all the Twisted Metal games, so except Small Brawl. I don't have Small Brawl.
Yeah, Small Brawl is one of the ones I'm missing.
Yeah, which is fine because that game sucks ass.
Everyone.
Anyway, cool. So
just fine.
no, we're not done. Anyway, that's cool. I hope it's good. All right, now we're done.
Thank you for tuning in to episode 130 of the Breweries Podcast. Twitch.tv/Barnes where we stream these. Usually every Thursday. Had to do a Friday, like we said, but it's no biggie. We'll come back to the schedule here soon.
Yeah, no problem.
Next week, None of the Movie Podcast will be up. Games Gone By and the Blue Rubies will be up, hopefully on a more set schedule as of this week. If it's off a day or two, sorry, but it should be fine, like normalizing here. If not this next week. Teespring.com/source has blue-rupees. Got a shirt. Buy that shirt. Help David live.
Hell yeah.
Rest in peace, David.
Help
No one
expand
bought the shirt, you're dead. Hey, if nobody buys the shirt in between now and next week, will you die?
Possibly.
All right.
You don't know. Only one way to find out.
Only one way to find out. Don't buy the shirt. Do not buy the shirt.
Does it
Buy the
increase?
shirt.
Does it increase or decrease your chances of living?
You
I don't
know?
care as long as he's dead.
I'm gonna
Only
keep
one way
those
to find
fucking
Buy
trivia
the
points.
Merch. Find out what happens. Perhaps buying the merch poisons me further. We don't know.
If you buy a shirt, David will pay for postage for you to send it to him, and then he'll pay for the postage back to sign it himself. He'll pay for all the postage.
He'll pay the postage for you to send him a knife, and he'll go to town. It's on someone, probably himself.
Hell yeah.
He has to die. We already promised everybody if they.
David
didn't
has
buy
to
the
die.
shirt, he dies.
David
well-
may die edition.
David may die, and it might be by his own hands.
What's the
'cause I don't
fucking
know.
John dies at the end? That's what I was remembering.
Yeah, David dies.
Fucking terrible
next
movie.
Yeah, I
Yeah, I
heard
like
that's a terrible
that
movie.
What? No, it was alright.
I like the
And the
name.
guy that did Bubba Hotep.
I do like that
I think-
name.
Yeah, but I liked Bubba Hotep. I did not
Yeah,
like John Dies. at the end.
Exactly. And I like John Daz at the end.
I like that name. That'd be a great like B-level movie. Is David Has to Die?
David
Oh,
dies right now. David
Right.
dies right now. The movie starts and he's dead. He's dead, and then the rest of
end.
the movie is just him slowly decomposing.
On time lapse.
Bye. Yeah, time lapse. But like it's still slow, so it's just like, all right, an hour and a half of a time lapse of a decomposing body still takes a little while.
It's true.
You know?
I could see that being an art house film. Fuck it.
No, that's going mainstream, baby.
Now
It's
goodbye.
every theater. Suck it.
These nuts.